I'm back. What up, man? That was a long piss. I had, I think, 6 beers in the previous stream with Nico, chugged 3, and I didn't go to the bathroom once. So that was a minute fucking. I should have streamed the stream because it was a powerful ass stream. Wow, that was great. Feel refreshed now, though. I am ready to go. Let's do a PPR Frenchie. Let's wait for a few people to get in here. I know some people are going to hop over here after the last stream. Want to make sure they don't miss out on this draft. So let's give them a couple minutes. And yeah, let's do that. So waiting for people to join. We have 7 people in here. Let me know in the chat if you want to draft. Give me a thumbs up. We're going to do a PPR Frenchie. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to play a clip while we wait.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's going to be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
D Nice. Is there a D Nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch. Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch!
All right, we have Derek in here, Hetzer in here, Mouth in here. I guess let's start it up, and then we'll probably do another one after this. We'll see how it goes. Let's start it up. You guys all ready? Derek said thumbs up. Mouth, I'm sure, is ready. Mouth, make sure your stream is not delayed. I'm guessing these PPR Frenchies are going to go a little quick. So I'm excited to do this. I've not done a PPR draft on Underdog ever. I think this is the first time. So I'm going to count you guys down from 5, and then we will join. So we'll do 5, 4. Hold on. We got a couple people that just joined. Don't join yet. Don't join yet. Give me a thumbs up if you want to join this draft. We're doing a PPR Frenchie. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds, whoever just joined, if they want to draft with us. PPR Frenchie. It's only fast drafts here, which I do like. So it is, guessing everything is normal. Just got back. All right, Bryson, I was waiting for you in particular. Glad that you're here. Although he's a sharp drafter. He's done more than all of us, actually, which is incredible. So let's do this. Did you get out, Hetzer? Did you get out? Let's join. So 1 spot left. All right, counting it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. Join it up, Montana. Join it up, everybody. We're getting in a PPR. There we go. New lobby. Nice call there, Hetzer. Hetzer helped us out there. Waiting on 7. We're going to have most of this room full here from just fanatics up in this biatch. 4 spots left. PPR Frenchie. Guys, reminder, this is full PPR. Usually Underdog is almost exclusively half PPR. So a little bit more like DraftKings. Draft like you would on DraftKings. Bryson calls Gibbs. Yeah, wherever he's drafting. Now, in full PPR, I'm pretty clearly on the Gibbs train over Bijan. In full PPR, it's close for me. I could make an argument for Bijan for sure. Why I don't do that in best ball in particular, in general, I think another tiebreaker is Bijan has a Week 11 bye, and Week 11's by Mageddon. Do I want to start my draft with a Week 11 player? No, I don't. I really don't. And also, it's hard to stack Bijan. To stack Bijan, you have to draft Tua or draft Penix. I don't like doing that. So I want to draft Jordan Love. Not Jordan Love, Jesus Christ. I don't want to draft Jordan Love. I want to draft Jared Goff, and that's a nice stacking. Gibbs is a better stacking option. Easier to stack a team like the Lions as well. We're waiting on 1 spot. Sweets. Hetzer has to piss again. This dude, Hetzer. So in the same stream, it was 2 hours and 10 minutes with Nico. I told you I did not piss. I had 6 beers and I chugged 3. I think this is your 3rd piss. So you got to work on that bladder, man. You should maybe get that checked out. I have a fucking badass bladder, though, dude. Years of drinking. It's going to catch up to me. And by the time I'm like 60, I'm going to be pissing every fucking 20 minutes. He did have the comment. I still have the comment up. I'm not going to lie. If I get fucked up enough, I have to sit down and piss. There's a really great Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where Larry David gets injured because he's always sitting. He's always sitting when he pees at night because he's just lazy. And Cheryl leaves the toilet seat up because she was sick, and he falls in and hurts himself. Again, Curb has done everything. Curb's awesome. All right, PPR. We love this. Jamar Chase, Bijan, or Jahmyr Gibbs. This is you can't go wrong with these picks. 4 is great too because you get Puka. He might be Bryson. He might be, dude. Keith just missed Shamrock. You know what? We'll probably do another one after this, guys. If you want to tune back in or hang out for a little bit. If you want to tune back in 30 minutes or so, we'll probably do another one. Who do we have in here? Montana, Dakota. I'm in here as 3. Derek, Mouth, Bryson, Hetzer. We have 7 of us in here. 7 of us in here. Wild. What's up, Shamrock? Keith, if you're still in here, hit me up. Hit me up in the Discord so we can figure out what day you're going to come draft next week. I'm flexible, man. Whatever time, whatever day works, I will make it work for you. I don't have the schedule out yet in terms of guests coming on. So this is a full PPR Frenchie. My app is doing this stupid thing again. Let me back out of this fucker. Hopefully that works. Gotta make sure I use my cue because it's not working. I get screwed here. There we go. All right. It's going to be interesting, man. I've never drafted on a full PPR on Underdog, so. Oh, for sure, Keith. I just haven't checked. I got you, man. I'll get back to you after the show. We'll figure something out. Are these is this ADPs? Are these ADPs custom for the puppy, or are they the standard ones? I think they're standard because JT is at the same. Yeah, these are the same. So there's some nice values here. Some people might not realize it's PPR or understand the difference. So we could take advantage of some people. Unfortunately, 7 of us fanatics are in here, so we're not going to have that ability. DB ball out. What's up, man? Been a while. How you doing? Go Bears. Go Bears. Bear down. I always love when they first drop a Superflex tournament on Underdog. It's totally different ADPs because it's Superflex, but they're not sharp at all. And there's like a day or two where you get some really good value because people just don't know what they're doing. And even the ADPs are wonky. So I love getting ahead of tournaments and before the ADP catches up. I'm guessing they're not changing this ADP at all based on PPR. Going well, man. Going well. It's a sharp room. We got JT falling to 10, which makes sense in a full PPR. I would take Justin Jefferson over JT. I would take Genty ahead of JT in full PPR, personally. Bryson's a very, very smart individual, so you know he's going to get on that. God, this whole tier of running backs is so wild to me. 7 straight picks. It makes sense. They're all in the same bucket. Set your rankings. What do you mean? Like for PPR? I didn't have that option, but this should be more similar. Draft this more like you would draft DraftKings. DraftKings is full PPR. Drafters is full PPR. Push pass catchers up. Push non-pass catching running backs down. I pushed quarterback down a little bit personally because the positions score more. Quarterback scoring doesn't change. That's just my general rule of thumb in PPR. Get a nice start here for sure. Very nice start. There goes A.J. Brown. Good pick from Derek. This guy should take Derrick Henry. I'm hoping he takes Derrick Henry so I don't have to. Derrick Henry's value is just not the same in PPR. He loses out. He takes Nico. Fuck, man. We're going to take Let's take Jeremiah Love in full PPR. I really want a Nico Collins there, but I love the run. I'm going to get a really good receiver here with the next pick, or I'll get Trey McBride, or I'll take Derrick Henry in the third round if that were to happen. But pick in. Okay, so all right, we got good options here. I think Jeremiah Love's a player for sure that I much prefer in PPR over half PPR. Brissett isn't really a check down merchant. At least he wasn't last year. But I think the reason for that was you got to look at their running back. It was DeMarcado. It was Michael Carter. It was just bummy running back group. All right. Two good options here. Dakota's probably taking George Pickens here, would be my guess. And then he doesn't. He takes Ibuka. So let's take George Pickens. I'm fine with that. I'm going to take a Trey McBride as well. I need to make sure I don't fall. You can't fall behind at wide receiver in these. Dallas says, what's up, bro? So can you tell me a never fantasy player, he's never played fantasy, some basics about how to get started if you can, bro. Man, there's a lot. Mock drafts. I'm not a mock drafter. I would probably throw some money in an Underdog, and this is not the same. This is there's no lineups here. There's no free agency here. This gives you a general real life cheap money drafts. There's some $2 drafts on here, $3 drafts. That is probably the best way to go about it is start slow. I'm willing to help you out. It's hard for me to do this in a chat, and there's so much to get into. If you're interested in starting to play, man, hop in the community, dude. I will personally walk you through and give you some write-ups and a bunch of stuff that you need to get started. My wife just started playing 4 years ago, and I've drafted all her teams for her. Last year, she drafted her first team that won her own, and she actually won that league. She's played in she's done 3. This is her 4th year. She's done 3 years. She's played 13 leagues now. She's won 6 of them. We won 6 of them, and she won her only drafted one. But I just got done doing it with her in a way to just start slow, start with the basics, understanding value and just how to draft, free agency, trades, all that kind of shit. So I'd love to help you out, man. It's gonna be hard for me to just go through. It would take 3 hours for me to talk to you about this. So I'd love to have you in the community, and I'll definitely help you out if you get in the Discord. Anything you want, I will be there to answer for you, as well as all the other co-hosts, the community members. Everyone in there is really awesome, and they're all really helpful. If it's some people are new to gambling, we'll break down some gambling angles. Fantasy, other people play fantasy basketball, whatever it is, we're all willing to help. The guy at the far right has 4 running backs. This is really good in half PPR. They're good running backs. He shouldn't have taken a 4th one, though. The nice thing is, too, in the Discord, there's people of all different skill levels. There's a lot of people that are experienced that have played hundreds of fantasy leagues. There's some people that are just starting, and we don't discriminate, right? There's no dumb questions. Like, that's in life as well. People that tell you, unless it's like a really dumb question in life, like I might be like, you're a fucking idiot. Not to you, but I'm saying in life, there's no dumb questions. Questions are, obviously you have a question for a reason. You don't know it, so there's not a dumb question. I am up in 2 picks here. Let's see who's available. And we like some of these dudes here. There goes Cam Scatterborough. All right. We're just going to start pounding receiver here. If I can get Terry McLaurin here, I'll be extremely happy. I can't, so we're going to have to go with Luther Burden. Don't like this as much. I would have loved Terry McLaurin, but we're just going to keep on pounding receiver here. Yeah, it's 150 max, Bryson, but I'm going to try to get at least like 20 entries in this bitch. Unfortunately, there's no slow drafts. If there were slow drafts, I would have already had 20 slow drafts going because I love the angle and the advantage of, that's why I don't mind playing wonky set. I'm not saying this is wonky, but for Underdog, PPR is different. I like playing custom leagues and home leagues, and when people just don't draft accordingly, right? There's an edge we can all get right there. Let's take David Montgomery. Let's get our running back room pretty solid here. There's an argument to be made to take Swift or Bucky over Montgomery. I personally think Montgomery's going to have a pretty nice receiving year. Now, not 50 receptions or anything. I think he's going to have 40 receptions this year, which is more than enough with a player David Montgomery's ability around the goal line, and this team wants to run the ball. So Dakota's got himself. Dakota loves PPR. He knows how to draft in PPR. This is a banger squad right now for him. Ibuka a little early for my liking, but upside players there in BTJ and Marvin Harrison. Gotta love that. There goes Lamar off the board. We will do a draft grades after this. There's 7 of us in here. I will grade everyone's team. We'll talk about it. You guys grade it as well in the chat. Try to figure out who won this draft, which is a definitely in air quotes, because who the hell knows? You know, I more judge build and if the team makes sense, opposed to players I like or dislike. Unless you drafted Jadarian Price. In that case, you're probably going to get a C grade for me. Now, on the contrary, if you draft TJ Hawkinson, or Marvin Harrison, I'm going to be more apt to give you a solid B. So this dude just taking all the running backs, guys. I'm pretty happy I took my second running back. He's got really good running backs. You can only start 3 and it's full PPR. Brother, if he takes another running back here, it's terrible for him. He did it. He just took Bashal Tutin, guys. He started off with 6 straight running backs. That is... that kid is back on the escalator again.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Even if this was a standard best ball, that's a terrible build because there's just too much at running back. Like, you should have stopped at Jacobs. If this is a half PPR, normal underdog draft, you stop at Jacobs. For sure, you stop at Jacobs. You go with a 4 running back build, and you have an actual chance. Bucky was way too much, and Bashal Tutin is just the dumbest pick ever. I mean, he's going to have 25 points a game from his 2 running back spots and his flex, apparently. But you're also going to have a bunch of points in the bench, and that doesn't work. Now people are scrambling to take running backs because there's no running backs available. That's just crazy. Crazy stuff here. We see some of this stuff from time to time, but 100%, he's out. This guy has no chance, like 0% chance, even if he drafts the right players. Tyler Warren, God damn it, Derek. I know the value fell too far, but you have Trey McBride. Fuck. So I'm gonna go with Caleb here. I shouldn't do it, but I need some correlation. I'm an idiot. I have Jamar Chase in this team. What am I doing? I'm so discombobulated from this guy drafting 6 running backs. I just passed on Burrow to take Caleb. That's not good. That's not good. So, very, very, very disappointed in myself. I tell you, that thing just fucking just insane right there. I mean, I definitely have Joe Burrow ranked higher, and I have Jamar Chase. 6 running backs in a row. It just got my head all weirded out. All good. Could end up being the right call. So Dakota's probably going to take Jalen Hurts, is my guess. I'll take Joe Burrow here. I guess I have to. So kind of worked out, I suppose, for the best. I'm too heavy at quarterback, but we'll just lean into having a great quarterback room. I do have a pretty balanced team. Definitely not taking a 3rd quarterback, obviously. The guy on the right, he would take Caleb and Burrow. Then he'd take Trevor Lawrence. Then he would take, he's like, oh my God, Kyler Murray's on the board. Let's take 4. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Unfortunately, quarterbacks don't matter as much in a full PPR. They should not be drafted as high. So I would have if I could have gotten, DK or Quentin Johnston at Caleb's spot, I don't know. I knew I had Burden. I just was not thinking I had Jamar Chase, which is a major mistake. Like I said, seeing this guy take 6 running backs in a row has just got my head flooded. Also, maybe chugging 3 beers on the last stream. We're going to make it work, though. We're going to make it work. We definitely, at this point, we have to fade tight end because we have no correlation at tight end with these guys anyway. I mean, maybe Mike Gesicki, but not into him. Obviously, Loveland's already off the board. So we need to make up wide receiver. We have 3 receivers. This is not great in a PPR right now. I'm behind the 8 ball here at receiver. There goes Chris Godwin. That's a really smart pick in PPR. He should have been. I have an argument where I would take Chris Godwin over Quentin Johnson and DK Metcalf. Where did Josh Allen? Yeah, Josh Allen at pick 40. That is, again, that's the proper pick in PPR. I mean, he should go that late in PPR, but that's a hell of a pick. All right, there goes Mekhi Lemon. His first receiver is Mekhi Lemon. That is a sin, brother. That is a sin. That's almost as bad as having your first running back be Jadarian Price. Like, those two things don't work in life. That's like losing your virginity to a prostitute. Like, no, you didn't actually. Did you lose your virginity because you paid for it and she was a chunker that smelled like cottage cheese? So, no, you didn't lose it.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
We have some guys available at wide receiver, but it is getting thin pretty fast, man. Kenny Gainwell needs to be definitely steamed up the board here. I'm sure Derek is probably going to take Kenny Gainwell. I don't know. No, Derek hates Gainwell, actually, but it is the right play in PPR. There goes Blake Corum. Sam Laporta's available. I don't love him as much in PPR. I think Sam Laporta's ceiling is about 65 catches, where a guy like Harold Fannin could have 80 catches in my mind. Kyle Pitts, 75-ish. So, all right, it's working out okay here. We'll take Worthy, see if the next guy I love falls back. If not, we can probably bite on a running back here. And there's 2 really good options I think I should take in this PPR format. I know the 2 guys that I would take, Derek won't take because Derek's going to pound wide receiver to oblivion here and then take handcuff running backs and shoot for the moon, which is a smart strategy, but there goes Ricky P. Man, okay, we will take Rachaad White. Not a guy I take a lot on Underdog because it's half PPR, but in this format, yeah, Rachaad White has 50 receptions every single year, so we will take that and be pretty happy with this running back room. Bryson says Corum's the worst pick on the board in this, in my opinion. Kyron's the number 7 paid running back, and you're taking the RB2 in the 8th round. I mean, yeah, Corum is definitely got to be lowered in full PPR. I don't buy into the money too much. It is nice that Corum has that it's not a top 5 deal, right? I think after the top 5, it does kind of taper off a little bit. He does make quite a bit of money. And he's the starter there for sure. Blake Corum is not the worst pick in the world there, but it was it's from Derek. I don't hate it. The reason why I like it in best ball is that if Kyron gets hurt, like, this team is to the moon. Now, there's some projecting to do there, and there's obviously the injury that needs to happen. But Blake Corum, what did he have? 15 receptions last year. Let's check this out. Blake Corum. Where's he at? Blake Corum had, oh, God. He has 15 receptions in his career. Pardon me. 8 receptions last year. 145 carries. I expect Blake Corum to be a 20 reception player this year. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot. That's without an injury to Kyron. I don't hate it as much as you because I'm a Blake Corum truther, but I think I would prefer Kenneth Gainwell. I would definitely prefer Gainwell and Monungai over Corum in this format because Monungai at least has the 15 to 20 like as his floor for receptions. And I think I would still want Blake Corum over Rachaad White. I'm not really a Rachaad White guy. That one's close to me. But I would want Corum over Dobbins. There goes the quarterbacks. There goes Harold Fannin. This guy's going to take 2 quarterbacks now. Watch. He take Kyler. He's going to take a second one because he doesn't know how to draft. Oh, he takes a tight end. So he's sticking with Mekhi Lemon and Jaden Reed in a full PPR. Yeah, you better fill out your onesies, bro. That was your problem, your onesies. This guy, man. Pretty wacky stuff. All right. We're going to fill this team out. Matt Stafford's still available. Quarterbacks are falling. There goes Jared Goff. Quarterbacks are falling, boys. So I'm totally cool with I have a stack with Caleb and I have a stack with Joe Burrow. I am not trying to stack too much in full PPR. I try to avoid that. There goes Concepcion. Derek definitely heard our Concepcion glaze today in our league winners format. And let's see. Let's take Jalen Coker. The guy in the chat earlier would be fucking so happy with that pick right now for me. I love Jalen Coker. He was like thinking I hate Jalen Coker. He was saying Jalen Coker over Terry McLaurin and saying I was wrong, essentially. Or that he was the one doing the hot take. Like, we can love Jalen Coker. He's not better than Ted McMillan, and he's also not better than Terry McLaurin. Like, he's the number 2 with Bryce Young as his quarterback. Give me the number 1 that has a proven track record with Jaden Daniels. Also, Jalen Coker's had some injury issues for sure in his career. All right. Now, the argument that could be serious, Bryson, would be Jalen Coker at value over Terry McLaurin. Now, that actually might be true because I think Jalen Coker is really underrated this year and being undervalued. But to say in a vacuum is just that's stupidity. That is stupidity, brother. All right, we're gonna get Khalil Shakir. There's no way Dakota takes Shakir here. Oh, he takes Shakir, 8th receiver. All right. I guess we'll just take a shot on Shaheed. Not really a PPR play, but I need receivers. I like his upside, his weekly upside. I don't like he doesn't have a floor weekly. But so Dakota has 8 receivers. This receiver room is bonkers. Only one. He has Bijan. So I like Dakota's team. This is a good team. Who is the right one? Is it Skylar Bell, baby? Because I'm a huge Skylar Bell fan, but I won't. He's got to earn the playing time, and it sounds gross to say, but Keon Coleman's still ahead of him. Keon Coleman will still be ahead of Skylar Bell when the season starts. I do believe in Skylar Bell. I love the talent out of Maryland. Out of UConn. I was saying Maryland because I comped him to Stephon Diggs, who went to Maryland. Big fan of Skylar Bell. I had Skylar Bell number 7 in my wide receiver ranks coming out this year, and he was consensus like 15. So giant Skylar Bell fan. Is that who you're talking about? Keon. Okay. I love Keon this year, just based on his price, right? I'm going to definitely have some in my deep leagues, my deep redrafts. I'm going to have some Skylar Bell on my bench because I play some leagues with 10 bench spots, 12-team leagues, full PPR. I definitely dig that. I like Keon Coleman better in best ball. I won't have any of him in redraft. He's too inconsistent. I think Skylar Bell can earn that third receiver role, and he's a PPR play. Comps is a PPR play. Guys, 11 likes in the video. Let's get that up. We need 30 likes. 30 likes, 10 subs, or a Patreon sign up, or $10 in super chats, and we're hopping another draft after this. We have to do draft grades after this. We have quite a bit of time. Up next here, and it is getting pretty gross. And let's take Pacheco. Man, I would love Malik Willis. He is still available. I can't take him, unfortunately. I can't take Woody. We'll take this tight end if he's available. Woody Marks is definitely going to Dakota here. Be a very smart pick. Oh, and Woody gets sniped, so it's Jonah Coleman. That's pretty gross there, man. Tajay Spears. Let's take Chickaconquo. First tight end. Don't feel terrible about it. I think he's got some sneaky PPR appeal, especially. I think the touchdown, he should have more touchdown upside than he does. He's 6'3". He's 235. He's a smaller dude. Not exactly a great red zone threat. But, we saw Zach Ertz have like 6 touchdowns with Jaden Daniels that year. But I think Chickaconquo's value is on 55 receptions, something like that. And so he's pretty good after the catch as well. I do like the athleticism of Chickaconquo. I actually had one of my favorite plays on film I watched. And I've almost watched every player to date here. And I'm going to go back through and watch a lot of them twice again. But Chickaconquo, week 17 or week 18, it might have been the last week of the season. Dude, that touchdown he had, it was like a 9-yard crosser up the left sideline, like broke 3 tackles, had like a crazy spin move, and then Superman into the end zone. So a top 5 touchdown for me all season. I've always loved Okonkwo. It's just never happened for him. Kind of like a Jonnu Smith type player, right? Way better with the ball in his hands, undersized. This is a Frenchie PPR. FF nerd. This is a full PPR. All right. Receivers are pretty much all gone. It's all gone, man. I hate the running back room. Receiver room's okay. Guess we'll see how it turns out. I would hope they do, Bryson. I mean, it's just a different tournament. People love PPR. I do as well. It's just, for me, so much easier to project and predict volume, which is what PPR is, opposed to predicting touchdowns. Like, touchdowns are fluky year in, year out. So I'm a PPR guy because I can always project volume, targets, etc. Touchdowns, that's why I don't bet anytime touchdown scores unless I get a boost. I bet yardage totals. There she is. There she is, Shamrock, just for you. You know what? Sometimes I like to do this just to make Helen look better because she's seen better days for sure. But if I start here, right? You start here, and then you get to Helen. Now Helen looks like an 8. It's like a hall pass when he's like she's surrounded by guppies or toadfish. What does he call them? And like 8 turns into a 10. Oh, my God. Someone took Hawkinson, you son of a bitch. Gross, dude. Well, this is always going to be a 3 tight end team anyway, so let's take Brenton Strange, double up week 7 tight ends. I wanted Hawkinson. Who did that? Mouth? It was Mouth. Wasn't a stack, but God damn you. Hetcher's been drinking, so, dude, Hetcher would definitely fuck Helen Hunt, dude. I mean, I think we all should anyway, just to say that we did. It's like it's a flex, you just don't have to mention when it was. You could say it was in maybe not 1999 because you would have been, most of us would be kids. Say it was like 2015 or 2010, right? Now you got some. Now it makes sense. All right, there are 2 guys I would take here at running back. You close your eyes and pretend that it's 2015. Actually, Hetzer, you're young, dude. That 2015, you were like fucking 15, right? That wouldn't work. That wouldn't be good. All right, done at running back. We'll see what tight end falls back if one does. You can always take Gesicki. Don't want Gesicki. Let's take a look at Bryson's team here. Pretty balanced shit, man. Golden is your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gold, you're 6. All right. We are really sharp on Keon Coleman in this community, just so you know. I don't think you have to worry about getting sniped, but he might not make it back to you in the 17th round. Just a heads up, Bryson. I won't do that to you, but we do like Keon Coleman around here this year in particular. Calvin Ridley was a good pick. That was mouth. We need some wide receivers, bro, for sure. And there's just not a lot. Not a lot of good options here. You know, my team, as much as I hate Brandon Ayuk, Skylar Bell will be the man at some point. I don't know if it's this year. In a tournament like this, dude, I think I'm warming right now. I think is the time to draft Ayuk. In 3 weeks, if no news has happened in terms of him cleaning up and going to just get released by the Niners first and foremost, then it's over with. But I think there's a chance he signs on a team. It's a low chance. But is the 10% chance that he signs to the Ravens or not the Commanders anymore, obviously, another team, like he's going to beat his ADP if he plays and doesn't get cut? It's risky for sure. But in a tournament, I actually don't hate it. If you have a team that's like lacking upside, though, and you think is cooked, it could be something to save you. It definitely will probably just sink you even more if you have a bad team. But, I mean, people say 0%, dude. Like, no, because we've seen, like, Deshaun Watson might start this year, you know, and I know he has a giant contract, but, like, no, it's never 0. It's never 0. It will be 0 if we don't hear anything, and it's August 15th, right? We don't hear anything. It's the same shit with Instagram and him just saying stupid-ass shit. Now we're like, okay, now I'm just wholly out. I'm out on Ayuk already. I'm saying if you have a team that you don't like, there's worse 18th round picks that you can make. Because typically, what are they going to do for you anyway? 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, maybe. Like last year, Tutu Atwell was that guy. He gave me 1 week. I had a decent amount of Tutu Atwell. Just didn't work. I didn't realize they were playing 13 personnel there all the time. Oh, shit. So, is this right? This is fucking real? This has come. Dude, Sadiq just made it back to me 30 picks after ADP. I mean, this works really well for my team because I needed a third tight end, and I had 2 guys. I had to take a third one because Okonkwo and Strange had the same bye. So, kind of like this. I hate Sadiq this year, but, you know, I'll take any player at 30 picks of ADP. That's pretty awesome. We will take it. We will take it. So, what's our buy situation at receiver? We have 6, 14, 10, 5, 5, 11. We can't take a week 5 buy. I wanted to take Tyquan Thornton. Can't do that. I'm not going to take Keon Coleman. Although I would take Keon Coleman. Bryson, I'm going to throw you a bone. Throw you a nice bone there. We'll take a couple other guys I like. How do I hate Sadiq, bro? I don't hate Sadiq. I don't like him for fantasy this year. I do agree his price is really cheap. And I think I like him more in best ball than I do in redraft. Although maybe not, because I think he's going to be – I think Sadiq will be great at the end of the season. I think he'll be good at the end of the season. But the early season stuff, man, like Kyle Pitts struggled to get on the field years 2, years 3. Like Kyle Pitts had a pretty good rookie year in terms of stats. It wasn't great in terms of film and being ready for the NFL. But Kyle Pitts, year 2 and year 3, I know there was some injury stuff for sure. A knee injury, and it was lingering. But he was playing 55% of the snaps. Kyle Pitts, who was drafted 4th overall, who was definitely a better prospect than Kenyon Sadiq. Definitely more, maybe not more pro-ready, but as pro-ready as Kenyon Sadiq. And, like, we have to look at this. I know, like, Sam Laporta and Colson Loveland and Tyler Warren and Brock Bowers have kind of broken the mold of these first-round tight ends breaking in and dominating. That's not the norm. I don't expect it to continue. So I love obviously Sadiq here, but Noah, if we want to go back and look at the previous 30 years. Eric Ebron comes to mind as a guy that just took 6 years, right? And then he finally broke out on a different team. It was like I think it was his 6th season with Andrew Luck. He had like 13 touchdowns, right? Eric Ebron was like a top 15 pick. So it's somewhere in the middle, right? They should have been better than what they were the previous 15 years. But it's the recent stuff has just been wild. It's been a perfect storm. It's been really good prospects. I just don't quite think Sadiq's the prospect that everyone else does. And that's just my opinion. I saw a guy that couldn't beat out Terrence Ferguson as a sophomore. Terrence Ferguson was a junior. So this is at Oregon. This is 2024. Now, Terrence Ferguson was a solid prospect, 2nd-round pick. He could not get on the field ahead of Terrence Ferguson. And I get it that guys have great leaps. And then he obviously made a big leap from sophomore to junior year. The depth chart opened up. That is not ideal for me. And I think he's going to struggle in the NFL. Also, I'm a big Mason Taylor fan. So, like, Mason Taylor is going to be on the field. They're going to play a lot of 12 personnel, but late season stuff for Sadiq's awesome. Like, awesome. We can't take Torrey, can we? Who do we take? This is real gross at wide receiver. It's even grosser than normal. What's up, Dakota? Your PPR machine over there. Man, I have to do this. Andre Yoshibash. I'm a big Colby Young fan. The rookie. Definitely a raw prospect. And I'm not going to draft him over Yoshi. I just think that he's going to be on the field. Mooney's already gone, Noah, unfortunately. Man, I'm a really big fan of Colby Young. But Yoshi Vosh should be the 3rd receiver to start the year. I have Joe Burrow. I don't like the pick. I don't necessarily love the team. Draft grades time, dude. Draft grades. Let's do it. So, letter grades, A through F. And this is full PPR, guys. Full PPR. We're going to start with Montana at the 1 spot here. Brock Purdy, Malik Willis, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Chuba Hubbard, Aaron Jones, and Woody Marks. Rashee Rice, Mike Evans, Jamison Williams, Quentin Johnston, Ricky Pearsall, Antonio Williams, and Troy Franklin with Mark Andrews, Greg Dulcich, and Gunnar Helm. Love this tight end room. Waiting that long. It's going to be really, really nice. So wide receiver-wise, you have Quentin Johnston as your 4, Ricky P as your 5, Williams and Troy Franklin. It's a little light, but I like the value on Henry. I know it's full PPR, but that's solid. Chuba as a 3. I'm a big Chuba guy. Aaron Jones and Woody Marks, pass-catching running backs there. And then the quarterbacks are fine, dude. This is in the B- to B grade, B range. This is – I don't have an issue with – besides the kind of thin – I wish you had one more receiver. I wish you had Calvin Ridley or something on this team that's someone more stable. If you added Calvin Ridley between Ricky Pearsall and Antonio Williams, I would like it more. Mark Andrews and Dulcich might be a little light. But you could have probably gone with 2 quarterbacks. I think I would have wanted you to go Brock Purdy and Malik Willis and not take Aaron Rodgers. That would be the play for me. That would have made this a better graded team. B- to B. I'll probably settle on B-. I think it's a pretty good team, though. It's going to be – the grades aren't going to be great in this one. We have 7 of us in here. 7 sharp drafters for the most part, plus that guy that drafted 7 straight running backs to start, 6 straight running backs. So that should have given some value back to us. Put your comment in. What do you have a grade for this team? I'm going to start moving a little quicker here. Maybe not quicker, but if you want to put their name next to it, so I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can relay that message to everyone. You guys can all see it in the chat. Dakota squad here, PPR team for sure. Matt Stafford and Cam Ward, Bijan, Kenny Gainwell, Tajay Spears, Alvin Kamara, and Ty Johnson. That's a PPR running backs, dude. Devonta Smith, Emeka Ibuka, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Khalil Shakir, with Dalton Schultz, Pat Freiermuth, and Mason Taylor. I love it. I love the build. Sometimes you just go a little too much at wide receiver. I would have loved it if you had Cade Otton instead of Mason Taylor, because your tight end room's a little rough. If you had a third tight end that I know is a starter, I would grade this better. I think you should have not taken Pittman because you have DK. If you just skip out on Pittman and pick 95 and take yourself, that could have been Sam Laporta, right? if that's Sam Laporta and you have Sam Laporta, Dalton Schultz, and Pat Freiermuth, your wide receiver room is more than enough. You know what I mean? With Marvin Harrison's your 4, Alec Pierce your 5, DK's your 6. That, for me, would have made this a fucking banger. I think you're just a little too heavy at wide receiver, if that's possible. I know it's full PPR. Quarterbacks are a little iffy, but it doesn't matter as much in a PPR. I'm going to go B-, even though I love the upside of this team. I just think it's too stacked at wide receiver. You just shouldn't have taken Michael Pittman at pick 95. This is fine. This would have been a fine 7. You didn't need 8 receivers. 7 receiver room here for sure. I'll go B- because it's a PPR team, and you fucking are great at drafting those PPR teams. I just wish it was a little heavier at tight end or at running back or quarterback. Just a little heavier at one of those positions. All right, let's go to my squad here. Bryson loves the team. B+ for Dakota. Okay. I can see it because you did in terms of PPR, that's a PPR team. The build, I wish you were a little heavier at one of the other positions and a little heavy at wide receiver. Here's my squad here. We have a 2-5-8-3 build. Caleb and Joe Burrow at quarterback. Jeremiah Love, David Montgomery, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco, and Tank Bigsby. Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Luther Burden, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed, Rashad Bateman, Andre Yoshivash, Chig, Strange, and Kenyon Sadiq. It's an interesting – so Noah does not like Dakota's team. He says D. Unless you're talking about my team in terms of the wide running backs are cooked. His wide receiver room is amazing. I think his running back room is more than enough in a PPR because how he set up his team. I would have liked a little bit more there. Tight ends are solid. I got Sadiq 30 picks after ADP, which I did like. My receiver room is the question. I don't like Luther as a 3. Worthy and Shaheed are not PPR guys. I do love Jalen Coker, but I have stacks with both my quarterbacks. The quarterback rooms are very, very good. I'm a big fan of Shaheed and Worthy, obviously, but not great in PPR. And then Bateman and Yoshi, whatever. The running back room's fair. I took Bigsby just for the elite upside of a handcuff, right? Just in case, I could have taken a PPR running back like a Ty Johnson. I wanted to go for the gold here with this running back room. And then the quarterback room's fine. So give me a grade. I don't like to grade my own teams. I would probably throw it in the C+ to B- range. Not one of my favorite teams. But definitely some upside there with the quarterbacks, the running back. It's a pretty balanced team. We got to go to Derek's squad, the American sniper, Chris Kyle. Let's see what he has. Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold at quarterback, Cam Scatterbo, DeAndre Swift, Blake Corum, Zach Charbonnet, and Jaden Blue. Pretty fair at running back there. Jaden Blue needs to be something, though, because if Zach Charbonnet misses 8 weeks, you're sitting there with just Blake Corum, Swift, and Scatterbo. You don't have a true number 1, but it should be serviceable there. JSN, A.J. Brown, Wandale, Casey Concepcion, Stephon Diggs, Jerry Jeudy, Wicks, Mooney, Jack Bash, with Trey McBride and Tyler Warren. So in a PPR, you're flexing a tight end, which I don't love. But with these guys, I think they're both 80. I mean, I think Warren's an 80 reception player. I think Trey McBride's catching 90 balls this year, maybe 100. That's what he does. That makes a team. But I don't love this wide receiver room. I think Wandale is fine in PPR, but he's fine in PPR, but not great in best ball. I love Concepcion. He's a question mark. Diggs is a key to this team. If he goes to the Commanders, I'll like it a lot more. Judy, Wicks. You have a lot of guys. I like having a lot of guys in terms of half PPR because all you need is a touchdown to make your week. We want more volume here in PPR. I'm going to go C+ for Derek. It's not maybe solid. I'm actually going to go solid C. This is not one of my favorite teams for Derek. I think the quarterback room's weak. I think the tight end room's awesome, and that's the nice thing is you're flexing a tight end, but I don't prefer to do that if I can help it. I would like a third receiver here that's better, but C to C+. It's not the worst team in the world, but it's not the best team for Derek. We have Mouse Squad next. Lamar and Dak at quarterback. Very nice room there. A-Chain, ETN, Jadarian Price, Chris Rodriguez, Mike Washington Jr., CeeDee Lamb, Zay Flowers, Jacoby Myers, Michael Wilson, Romeo Doubs, Boston, Ridley, Surratt, with Kelsey, Hawkinson, and Otten. Really nice tight end room. I do dig this in PPR and just how long you waited. I do like this tight end room. I don't like the receiver room. I don't like Myers, Wilson, Doubs, like Denzel Boston. Just, I didn't even see the Week 11 thing for Derek, but he tends to get into those issues. We all do at Week 11. He got auto-drafted Warren. Okay. It was good value. I wanted to take him, but you already had 2. So this receiver room, there's a lot of them, but it's not good enough. I don't like Price. Chris Rodriguez is not a PPR guy. Quarterback room, super elite. The tight end room's really, really good. I'll go C+ for Mouth just because I think the quarterback room and tight end room are so good. There's some stacks here for sure. But I don't love the stretch of Myers, Wilson, Doubs, and Denzel Boston. Like, I like Ridley where you got him. So I don't know. It's just not my favorite team. In PPR, I want more. And the running back room is solid. HN and ETN are really good in PPR. Jadarian Price, just not a fan of. So that's just my personal hate of Jadarian Price. I'm trying not to let that seep into my grade too much. But I'll go C+ in this team with definitely some upside for higher because the quarterback room could go bonkers. We have Bryson's squad here. Guys, I'm more best ball drafts than all of us, so I have high expectations here. Josh Allen and Tyler Shuck at quarterback. Good value at Josh Allen. Good value on Tyler Shuck. Good start. Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, Tyler Algier, Brian Robinson, Ray Davis, Braylon Allen. This is an upside squad because this is going to win it because there's a handcuffs in Algier, Robinson, Ray Davis, and Braylon Allen. I think Braylon Allen has the most usable weeks, honestly, and he's your last guy. But this is ballsy. Tony Pollard can get you to week 7 possibly. But after that, it's going to be dicey. Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Christian Watson, Jordan Tyson, Jordan Addison, Matthew Golden, Keon Coleman, Laporta, Kincaid, and Juwan Johnson. So you are stacked up there with both your tight ends. You have Coleman and Kincaid. I commend the aggressiveness because this quarterback room is great. The running back room, the fact you took all handcuffs, you're going to win this tournament. You're playing to win this tournament. Or miss the playoffs. If the running back room doesn't work out, the team's cooked. You're going to be starting Tyler Algier and Brian Robinson who get you 5 points. So it might be a bag of nothing. You need one of those guys to hit, or you need a couple 3-week injuries, right? We can piecemeal it together, and then by the playoffs, maybe this works out. I'm going to go B- because there's a lot of questions with the running back room. I'm not in love with the wide receiver room. I do like Jordan Addison as your 5, Matthew Golden as your 6, but yeah, it should be a lower grade, but I see what he did there, and it's not like he had a clear path, right? It was a very thought out team. And I'm gonna give him some kudos for going that aggressive running back route where that's what you have to do. And I do love the tight end room. I think you're gonna have some flex appeal there with Kincaid and Juwan Johnson with Sam Laporta. So yeah, we'll do another draft case base. We have next team up here, Hetzer squad. Drunk Hetzer, by the way. Drunk Hetzer drafting. We have Justin Herbert and Jackson Dart at quarterback. JT, Hampton, Quinshon Judkins. Really nice running back group. Jonathan Brooks and Keaton Mitchell. It's way better than that, Bryson, because I see that you're going for the win. So if you want to go in the C grade for that, that's fair. It's not that bad because the running back and quarterback room the quarterback and tight end room is very nice. Ted McMillan, Malik Neighbors, Carnell Tate, Josh Downs, Trey Harris, Washington, Tank Dell, Cooper Kupp, and Malachi Fields with Likely and Gaston. It's a lot of wide receivers, bro. 9 of them. I love the running back room. Quarterback room is really nice with some rushing upside there, especially from Dart. Josh Downs is fine as a 4 in PPR. The Neighbors question's an issue, but you backed it up properly. The build's really good. I don't love the players that much. We'll probably do another PPR draft case base. We'll put it up to a vote. I'm gonna go C. I'm going to go C on this team. I think it's just the Malik Neighbors thing. I like it in a tournament more than a sit and go, though. I do love the running back room. Maybe I'll go C+. I think this team's okay. You have stacks. You have a good running back room. You have enough at wide receiver. If Neighbors is available week 1, yes, this is probably an A. If he misses 4 weeks, you might struggle to make the playoffs. So it's a good one. It's a good team. It's not one of Hetzer's best, though. He's had better. And then that's it. Let's look at this team. This is the team that took 6 running backs to start off. No, this is full PPR, Noah. So this is the team that had 6 running backs start off. Look at this running back room. Best running back room in the history of the world. You can't use half of them every week. Let's see what his wide receiver room turned out to be. Lemon, Reed, Hunter, Jennings, Bernard, Ted Hurst, and Christian Kirk with Kyle Pitts and Jake Ferguson. You know what? He actually kind of saved this wide receiver room a little bit, if at all, with Travis Hunter. Gross. This is a gross team. This is the worst thing I've ever seen, though. I guess drafting 4 straight quarterbacks is worse, but I think full PPR changes things quite a bit, especially at running back, right? Kenneth Gainwell, guys like that need to go up. This is the worst team ever. I mean, this team has no chance. You have 3 running backs on your bench that are just amazing that aren't going to be on the field. His running back room is the best I've ever seen because we were all fading running back because it's full PPR. But this is terrible. All right, guys, let's hop in another full PPR draft here. So it'll be hard to get all of us in there. Whoever gets in, gets in. I'm going to count it down for you guys. Let's see here. There it is. We're going to do a... Yeah, Fast Puppies have PPR. It changes some of the... There is not Superflex available, is there, Noah? I don't think there's Superflex available. I don't see it. Do you guys see it? Eliminator. I don't see it. We can do the satellite. Half kidding, of course. Oh, I love Superflex, man. You don't got to convince me. All right, let's. I'm going to count it down from 5, and then hopefully as many of us get in as possible. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter it up, boys. All right, we should all get in this one. I feel like this tournament's not going to be around as long as the puppy. The puppy would be around a while. That's a very, very deep, like a big, big tournament. This is the first PPR they've dropped in a long time. See how quick that filled? That was a lot of us. This tournament won't be up for very long. I want to get these in. Also, there's no slow drafts. You can do slow drafts. There's a slow puppy. There's no slow PPR. We got Keith at 1, Dakota at 2. Rox Ruben, I think that is that Noah? That's not Noah. Is that K-Space? Are you Rox Ruben? Is that Anthony? I'm at 4. We have Spurs at 5, Mouth at 7, Jay at 8, Derek at 9, Hetzer at 11, and Bryson at 12. This is a full room. What do we have? Let's see. 1. K-Space didn't get it. I think we have 10 people in here. Oh, FF Nerds in here. I think we have 10 people in here, guys. Yeah, mine crashes all the time, man. Thank you, K-Space. Appreciate you, man. Just so you know, I do have the ability. So I did just add this to the channel, a membership thing for YouTube. I don't like that. I can't offer anything with you for you guys, like anything special. I can offer you way more in the Discord and the community than a fucking membership. I know that maybe shows that you're a member and you get like special privileges. I give everyone the same amount of time if you're in the community or not. But there's just not a lot of good options that I can give you. So I actually put it up there in case someone wants to get in. Much better to get in the Patreon and get into the Discord, to get in the community that way, because we offer a lot more stuff opposed to what other channels do with a membership. Like, I don't know what, $6 gets you what? Like private shows. Like we have private shows as well. We have all those things and like 10 times more. So if you're ever considering that, don't join the YouTube membership. Just join the Patreon and you'll actually get in the community with all the perks. If you join the YouTube thing, but YouTube takes too much money away as well. They take like 40% of the membership fees. Patreon takes way less. So that's why we prefer Patreon here. If anyone's interested in joining the community, it is a good time to do that. All right. We want... I'm going to get a good player here for sure. There goes Bowers to Mouth. I'm probably going to get sniped at. Okay, Derrick Henry off the board. Sweets. Let's go. We're taking Drake London, dude. Week 11 bye problem. All good. We like Drake London over A.J. Brown. I do personally in full PPR. Half PPR, give me A.J. Brown. It's pretty close in that regard. But you can't go wrong with either of those players. Jeremiah Love's gone. Okay, I would have taken him in the 304. There goes Olave. It's good for me. Did not have him in my queue. Dakota is going running back here. Then Trey McBride. He's switching it up on us. Dakota's switching it up on us. This should probably be George Pickens, right, from Roxon. George Pickens. Let's take Rashee Rice. This is a much nicer start for me in PPR. I feel much more at home making up running back than making up wide receiver. Don't like having to make up wide receiver. I want to shout out Nick O. What a great show from Nick O. I know that his setup was pretty wonky today. The audio wasn't great on his end, but yeah, Nick O's awesome. Dakota, Rice in PPR, question mark. What are you referring to? You don't like Rashee Rice is only good in PPR. Scores some touchdowns, but Rashee Rice is a PPR scam player. Now, he's got some off-the-field stuff, clearly, and some knee issues, but I'm confused on that comment. So you don't like Rice in PPR? I like Rice more in PPR than half PPR. Yeah, me and we have similar teams. He has Chase, Brown, Pickens. What do you prefer, Chase, Browns, Pickens, or Puka, London, Rice? Oh, he's already been in jail, Bryson. He's already out of jail, so. I want Rashee Rice over Pickens in full PPR. Like, Pickens is definitely a standard at half PPR. Like, I love him where he's going there. Not love him, but, like, he's a touchdown guy. He's a 10-touchdown player. Nico is my buddy. He is one of the co-hosts in this channel, so he does not have his own channel. Well, Dakota, you said I don't think he plays full seasons. No. Rashee Rice does not play full seasons. That's not an opinion. Like, that's a fact. He does not play full seasons. Maybe he does. You know, I'm not the biggest Rice guy, but I don't take him. If you notice, I don't take him very much in our normal half PPR underdog drafts. But the fact that he goes earlier than this in half PPR, like, he is a full PPR dude. It's all he is. Running back usage is definitely an increase. Just they need to take pressure off Mahomes. They need to keep him upright. And also they have Kenneth Walker, who they had Kareem Hunt last year, guys, and Pacheco, who the ghost of Isaiah Pacheco. Dude, Josh Jacobs is available, but let's take McLaurin here. Let's just keep on building this fucker up here. And you probably need a running back here. I was really tempted to take Josh Jacobs to solidify that running back room, but Terry McLaurin's the guy that I have as a third round player. I have him in a third round player. I don't always take him there. He always falls to the middle of the fourth, but yeah, dude, we'll take Terry McLaurin. But the third spot got Josh Jacobs, which is a great value there. So his team would be a little safer now. He's got more balance than I do. That is FF Nerd at 3. Yeah, being unique is huge, man. Shit. Nothing like drafting a guy fresh from jail. Fucking true, man. I'm doing a Dakota here. This is my Dakota impersonation. We could probably just stop taking receivers. I'll probably make this a 6-receiver team if I get one in the next round. We're pretty big Brian Thomas fans here. Dakota likes him more than I do. I prefer Marvin Harrison now. It's been close for me. I still like Brian Thomas ahead of ADP. I would not take Brian Thomas over Mike Evans, though. I would probably still take Tate over Brian Thomas, although I'm not a big Tate guy. I don't like Tate as a prospect as much as most, but I love Tate's landing spot. I mean, we can't deny that the marriage between Cam Ward, like the skill sets are so perfect with Cam Ward and Carnell Tate. Cam Ward's aggressive, dude. All the quotes coming out of Cam Ward, have you heard? He is so blunt with his takes. I got to get fucking better and watch more fucking film. He just says it, dude. I just love that kid's mentality. He's a YOLO type guy. He's gonna let it all hang out. And Brian Daboll is the perfect coordinator for that dude. There goes Marv. Really good value on Marv there. Parker Washington off the board. Let all the receivers go because I don't need them anymore. Jacobs is good, man. I'm pretty sure. Again, I am not a lawyer. Well, the thing is, I'm not a lawyer. We do actually have a doctor on the channel, on the co-host.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Next year, he'll be a lawyer, so we'll have some lawyer things. Yeah, I'm not worried about Josh Jacobs, bro. Like, I do know this. The law, and it's state by state, right? In Wisconsin, if there's any allegations toward anyone for domestic stuff, they have to legally book you. So that's what happened. So he's playing, and there's probably no suspension. Unless we get some crazy news that comes out. Not worried about that at all. Man, this would be great. As much as I want to do this, I have a lot of options. Shit. So let's take Jaden with McLaurin. I would have taken Judkins or Irving for sure. But I didn't want to take Bashal Tootin. I love Bashal Tootin. I feel like I probably should have taken Tootin. Probably should have done it. He'll most definitely be gone by the time I pick again. We can take one more dude here. There goes Jalen Warren. Jay took Drake May. Yeah, you got sniped. That's not Chris Kyle. Chris Kyle did not do that to you. There goes Cortland Sutton. This might be a quarterback, right? This has to be Dak. This has to be. Oh, it would have been Jalen Hurts. This has to be Dak for him. He's got to take Dak here. Dude, we just got Bashal Tootin so fucking late. So fucking late. What is that? Pick 76? We just got Bashal 21 picks after ADP. Whew, that's living clean, dude. I figured Jaden Daniels would not fall back. That's why I did it. And sometimes when you're going well, you're going well. We're digging it. We are digging it. I don't think FF Nerd was listening to what I said. I said it makes sense. He has to take that to get a stack. He had the Jalen Hurts thing, and then Keith took Jalen Hurts. He has Devonta Smith, but he had Mekhi Lemon. But Pickens and he didn't have any other options to stack, right? We already had Joe Burrow off the board, so Dak makes sense. I would have taken Tootin if I was him because I'll take a third running back there. But he has Jacobs and Swift, man. In a PPR, like you got your two studs. I didn't have a running back, so I was really considering Tootin at 69 for sure. I've had bad experiences in the past not stacking enough, so that's I am always going to go for the stack. You got to go with at least one stack with some of your elite players. Like if you're trying to win the tournament. Otherwise, I know you could draft a perfect team and not need don't need to stack, but I'm a stacker. Let's see here. We have to make up running back, like in the worst way. In the worst way. Now I have some issues because what do we do? Quarterback. Oh, there goes Worthy. That's a shame. We'll take Monangai. And I was debating taking Worthy if he was there and then coming back around and taking Mahomes and having a double stack with Mahomes. I figured I could pull it off because Hurts is the teams next to me have Hurts and Prescott. This was a team I was worried about. But Trevor Lawrence, is he already off the board? Yeah, he's already off the board. So, yeah, he didn't have really a stacking option there. There goes Michael Wilson. So we have the board's open to us, man. Quite a good bit of options here. I should not take another wide receiver for a while. Laporta would have been a nice option. We can pivot to Fannin. Although I think I want to push tight end here and take 3 of them because I'm going to have a 6-receiver team. There's no reason to take more than that. Hedger says my team is crazy bad. Never like seeing that, man. Noah says your team is crazy, bro. And then Hedger says my team is crazy bad. God, I'm loving these. I love PPR, man. I prefer DraftKings. It's just DraftKings lobbies take forever to load. The clock is too long. The 20 round. I do like 20 rounds, but just the drafts take too long. You sit in lobbies for 5 to 7 minutes. Even us with like 4 or 5 of us in the community drafting at the same time. We're sitting in there for 5 or 7 minutes, which I don't hate. I don't hate it. But these are just so much quicker. You can just get so much more volume in. You guys ever done drafters? I do like drafters. Drafters has their tournaments, even like their major tournament, their main event, and some of their other ones. It's total points. There's no playoffs. It's just weeks 1 through 17, total points. That's the finish. Boom, that's the payout. I do like those. It's like a sit and go essentially, but in a tournament. It's full PPR. It's 20 rounds too. I do like drafters. I killed it. I think I tripled up on drafters last year. I just did a lot of sit and goes there. They have like a $22 sit and go. I did like 20 of those. So if you're not on drafters, I highly recommend you join. I think it's a free 50 they give you. I think you got to put in 10 and you get 50, something like that. I can hit you guys up with a promo on the Discord. You might as well get the free money and just draft $60 for the teams and pay 10. Well, yeah, I cleaned up on drafters last year. I figured I wouldn't stream them because no one really does drafters. Although maybe that's an edge I could find since there's a million people doing Underdog and I see everyone else has 90 people watching their stream and I have 20. Even though, I think we all know entertainment-wise.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you.
So
because,
good.
We're worried about that. That would be great. Plus, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
We have George Kittle available to us. Oh, this guy takes Stafford right ahead of me. You son of a bitch. That would have been awesome. Let's take our last guy here. Is our buy situation bad? We can't take this. We're going to keep on finishing up the running back room here with Jordan Mason. Pretty comfortable with these 4. Not a pass catcher at all. We needed to make that position up. Man, I really wanted Matt Stafford. That would have been, because I have Puka. That would have been fucking dope, dude. That would have been dope. So we might have to pivot. I think I'm going to pivot to this player if he's there. Let's do this. I do like this. Going for extreme upside here. The laugh that Jules has in that clip is just fucking all time. So we're going to take Kyler. Unstacked rushing quarterback is fine. Matt Stafford would have been the tits, though, dude, if I had the stack with Puka. But it's all right, man. Again, I'm less inclined to stack in full PPR. I still want to have a couple of them for sure. But Kyler, 14 picks after ADP. I think that's also the scoring situation, too. I can't take Shaheed, man. I have too many Week 11 buys. I started off with Drake London and Puka. They both have Week 11 buys. So I'm only going to take 6 receivers in this team, maybe 7 max. I can't have 3 guys with Week 11 bye. Can't do it, won't do it. Not going to happen. I wasn't going to do that to you, man. I don't play dirty like that, and I needed running back. I do like George Kittle, but at this point, I've kind of just dove into the fact I'm taking 3 tight ends. And Kittle, if I take Kittle there and I take 3 tight ends, I don't want to have a 2 tight end build with Kittle. I'd be too heavy at tight end. So I want to keep this team as balanced as possible. And there's one option I really love here. There goes Pacheco. Derek. You son of a bitch, Derek. It's all good, man. Come on. Everything's working out pretty well right now. We'll see if I can finish it off. Dude, the quarterbacks, Tyler Shuck is still available. Oh, there he goes. Okay, I was saying he's 20 picks after ADP. That's a little wild. This guy's got 2 running backs, and he takes Woody. We're going to get another stack with Jaden Daniels, with Chikakonkwo. And, okay, maybe one more running back, but they're all fucking gone. Well, 18% is a lot on Pacheco. And yes, Pacheco has sucked because the injury. There's a chance he's better. Also, like, he's the number 2 there. They're going to use him. I think we talked this out a couple weeks ago. It was 145 touches was, like, kind of the baseline. Not the floor, but, like, the most likely outcome with no injury to Gibbs. 145 touches for Pacheco. That's probably 4 or 5 touchdowns. That's probably 600 yards. And it's the upside case. If Gibbs goes down, if they're going to give him this giant workload, Jahmyr Gibbs is not Bijan Robinson, guys. He can and will get hurt if they just overuse him. Here goes Denzel Boston. We got to think of a pivot here because I don't like taking Juwan Jennings. I have Kyler, whatever. You know what? I am so low on my exposure on Juwan Jennings. It's like 4%, dude. Probably because I have so much TJ Hawkinson, and I'm like, I don't want a lot of Vikings, and I have a decent amount of Jordan Mason. So we need one. I still can't believe Sadiq fell to 190 last draft. Like 30 picks after ADP. And I know a couple people in this room love Sadiq. Like I know Mouth loves Sadiq. I've seen him take him ahead of ADP. And he's 10 and 21. Like as much as I'm a Sadiq hater, that's value, brother. Like in best ball, he's gonna return value. It just might be rough early in the year. All right. Bunch of good options here. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Next to me, what is the situation here? Not ideal. So we have Dennis Green in here crowning FF Nerd. If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. So there goes Sadiq in this draft at pick 159, which is right around. And then there goes Derek taking Dylan Sampson, you son of a bitch. I needed him. I love Sampson.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Fly me to the moon like Sampson. Hey, we got Cruz in here. What's up, buddy? What's good, Rob? What's your favorite draft position this year? Early, mid, or late rounds? I'll say this. For these best ball drafts, I prefer the right side. I prefer, having the 1-2 turn. The middle's fine. I like it right side most, middle second most, and then left side is my least favorite because I don't like the players at the 2-3 turn. In terms of redraft, I've been starting to think about this a little bit. The right side's rough because that running back group is so flat. Starting at Saquon, and I like Saquon the most, but Saquon, Walker, Hampton, Brown, A-Chain, Henry, it's so flat. So where if you're at the turn, usually CD and Jefferson are gone. You got to choose from this group where you can get the same guys at pick 16. So I think I'm going to dig like pick 8. Usually pick 8's not ideal. I got to make a pick here. I think that middle to late. So like pick 7 to pick 9, I think is my spot, because I also love the third round there. That's where you can get Ted McMillan and Garrett Wilson if you reach a little bit. A lot of you guys love the Buka. You can get a Buka there. The running back value is pretty nice. It's not going to be the same here, but Breece Hall, ETN. I'm not really into ETN. Javonte Williams, I like. That's the spot. That was 2024 though, but he was the only guy to ever do that. So that's like it's like the quote from Happy Gilmore. He's like, I'm actually the only player to ever take my skate off and try to murder somebody. That is what Saquon does have. I don't know. Last year, I don't know if he was athletic enough to pull that move off. He was definitely had some heavy legs. The film was not great on Barkley. It wasn't all on Barkley though, guys. The scheme, Pachulo, that whole situation, he was set up for such a dumpy year, and it didn't happen. It was just like predictable runs, not creative runs, no outside zones. They weren't getting involved in the passing game. Like that was on the offense and the offensive coordinator in particular. And also Saquon Barkley was 70% of himself. I expect Saquon to be closer to 2024 Saquon in terms of ability than what we saw last year, but it'll probably be somewhere in between. All right. We have to try to finish off this tight end room. I don't have to, but I could do it. What do we need, man? A third quarterback? No. I have Kyler and Jaden Daniels, totally good at quarterback. So taking that off the board here. Running back room is okay. Tootin, Monungai, Corum, Mason, Kamara. Fuck. I probably need a third tight ends. There's like no running back I want to take. So 3 more picks. 3, 6, 7, 3 build sounds about perfect for the squad. Late third, huh? Man, he was going, if I recall, Saquon was going in the mid-second, typically. But a lot of people were fading him just based on him being injury-prone, which is a wild thing to fade. All right, we're going to probably pop in one more running back. I think I'm going to be good with 7 receivers in this team. I think I should be good. So 4, Fuck it. Let's see. We have anyone we like at receiver right now? We don't. Can't take a week 11 bye. We're more than good at running back. We got to play this aggressive. It's PPR. Fuck. We could take Braylon Allen. We could take Mike Washington. There's a lot of options here. Get this comment off here. Fuck. It's a pivotal pick here. Let's take a shot on Keon Coleman. Sorry for whoever has Josh Allen. I want to take a shot on a guy that can catch some touchdowns. Not exactly great in full PPR, but and then if there's a running back that falls, we'll take him. I think I have a name in mind, especially this late. Let's do that. All the makings are there, Cruz, for Chig to be a breakout. It's just ability and him being a smaller dude. He's not a great red zone guy, but dynamic player with a dynamic quarterback. And they paid him, and it's also what else is there. I expect them to bring someone else in. It's obviously not going to be Ayuk now. If it's status quo, if this is the roster they're pulling out there with Luke McCaffrey and Treylon Burks and Antonio Williams, a rookie, who I don't particularly love the talent of. He's a pro-ready player, but I don't love him. Chikakonkwo should be a top 12 tight end pretty easily. Cruz, I saw you've been dominating the fucking Summer League bets, man. Wild stuff. Betting on NBA Summer League. That is D-gen to the max, and I approve of that, man. I approve, dude.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
Wow, we've gotten one sub the entire night. 3.5 hours. That is wild to me. What a great segment by Nick O. Drafted some great teams. Pretty wild. All right, 2 options at running back. I think we're good at receiver, man. If this receiver room is not good enough, Puka, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Juwan Jennings, and Keon Coleman. If I have issues at receiver, like filling the flex week to week outside of a couple bye weeks, then my team's not going anywhere anyway. I think the running back room's still a bit light. So, damn, Katron Allen's off the board. Okay. Maybe we're going to go with an upside shot here. There's 2 options here I love. One might be more of a floor guy week to week. I'm going to go with, let's go with the likelihood that CMC gets here. We'll go with Jordan James. It was him or Mike Washington. I'm not convinced either of them are the handcuff. But Jordan James should see some work in the passing game. Better offense. Who's more likely to get hurt, CMC or Ashton Genty? Like, all those things lead me to take Jordan James there. All right, draft grade time, boys. We got to see how these teams shook out. Letter grades, A through F. Drop them in the comments, and we'll parse through this shit. We had, 9 of us in here? It's going to be a pretty extensive draft grade segment. We got Keith at number 1. Super Beast Keith. You're going to see Keith in the program next week, guys. He'll be drafting with me a couple drafts during the week. We got to figure out which day. I'll keep you guys updated so you can tune into that. And shout out to Mr. Keith. Appreciate you, man. We have a 3-4-9-2 build. So Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, and Geno Smith. Jahmyr Gibbs, Cam Scatterbo, Jalen Warren, and Aaron Jones. Devonta Smith, Chris Olave, Carnell Tate, Omar Cooper, Trey Tucker, Isaac Tesla, Zach Branch, Darnell Mooney, and Keon Coleman, with Laporta and Dallas Goederts. So let me get back to the comments here. Apparently, P. Ryan's not the guarantee. I know you love Taj Brooks, bro. You've been talking about him for a while now. Hetzer says F grade for himself. That's decent news. I'm not really interested in any of those players in redraft or best ball, but could be a factor during the season. So this team, let's see, the build's a little wonky. Quarterback room is an A+, almost too heavy at quarterback. I want another running back here, Keith, but I like the PPR. Gibbs, Scatabo, Warren, and Aaron Jones. Like those three, it's a little light though. Carl Tate's your 3, Omar Cooper's your 4. A lot of question marks at wide receiver. I do like this tight end room though. I'm gonna have to go solid C on this team. What do you guys have in the chat? I think it's a lot. It's the fact you have 3 quarterbacks and 4 running backs. Don't love that. I don't think you need a Geno Smith. They don't have bye issues there. I see the value on Geno Smith was nice, right? And you probably have some correlation somewhere, is my guess. We're going to go solid C. Bryce says C+. I get on board with that. I think if the running back room stays healthy, this is a B. Like, if you don't have running back issues and Warren stays in the same role, takes a Gainwell role, essentially, Scatabo stays healthy, this team is like a fucking B+. Just a little light at running back, and I just don't love some of the receivers. I'm not an Omar Cooper guy. That's the correlation that you have with your boy, Geno Smith. Usually, yes, with Hurts and Goff is more than enough at quarterback. These grades are gonna be tough, man. Like we had 9 of us in this. We had 9 of us in this draft, so a lot of smart people in here. Dakota squad. Last time he went all running backs. Or all receivers. Now he's going all running backs in this one early, or at least early. Bo Nix, Malik Willis, and Jacoby Brissett, well-built quarterback room. Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Kenny Gainwell, Tajay Spears, and Ty Johnson. DJ Moore, Brian Thomas, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton as a 4, Michael Wilson, Khalil Shakir, Denzel Boston, Antonio Williams with Trey McBride and Mason Taylor. With Trey McBride, I'm fine with the Mason Taylor pick, although I just want someone a little better than Mason. Give me Pat Freiermuth. As much as I'm a Mason Taylor bro, like I want a guy at least I know is a starter with less competition. But balanced wide receiver room with Cortland Sutton and Michael Wilson and Khalil Shakir, that's kind of the key to this room. Not the biggest upside there at wide receiver, but Kenny Gainwell and Tajay Spears, again, your pass-catching running backs. It's good. I liked your other team a little better before. It was riskier before. This one's safer. I'm going to go C+ with this team as well, man. To B-. Maybe you can give me B-. It's more balanced than what Keith had, but yeah, it's not my favorite. What do you guys have for a grade? K-Space wants to do another one. We've been on 3 hours and 45 minutes. We're not meeting the Super Chat goal. We've only had 1 sub the whole night. Guys, if someone signs up for the community right now, we're doing another one. It's cheap. Also, get into the community. It's the place to be. Why the hell not? What do we have for grade? Mason Taylor is a starter. Sadiq is Hayden Hurst. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm still not going to grade it. Like, we don't know these things. I love Mason Taylor. I can't just guarantee that it's the truth, right? It's fine. You have McBride, so it's okay. All right, we have Fantasy Football Nerds team here. This is a good team. Dak and Brock Purdy, Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift, Chris Rodriguez, Zach Charbonnet, Emmett Johnson, and James Conner. Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, George Pickens, Mekhi Lemon, Ricky Pearsall, Travis Hunter, Ted Hurst with George Kittle, Juwan Johnson, and Greg Dulcich. Quarterback room's great. Running back room, it's not the best in PPR outside of your top 2 guys. Yeah, K-Space, we know all about Smitty. And by the way, we drafted against him the other night. He took a team in a puppy with 0 stacks, and he reached on Genty at 7. Dude, it was the worst team ever. I know Smitty. I like Smitty. He's kind of a dick, but he's just a dick to people, and he's killing it much more than we are. He's got a way better setup than me. Obviously, he's killing it. He has only no guess. It's just him. There's no personality besides him. It's only his opinion or that way or the highway. I don't know. I watch him here and there. Hey man, he's making a living and I'm not. So I can't just slander the guy because obviously it's not like a counselor situation where counselor's I don't know how that guy's doing anything. Smitty is much more legit than the counselor. I don't like his attitude personally. I think he doesn't ever admit he's wrong. So he's doing way better than me. I think our show's better. I think our show's more diverse, but he has a much better like setup. You know, it looks much better than this show, but that's fine. Yeah, he has some nice things. I just don't think I would want to have a beer with that guy. Like I wouldn't want to be on a show. I wouldn't want him on my show. Not a dude I want to hang out with, which I like the vibe of why I want to hang out with these people, all the people in the community. Like I like my kind of people, which are good people that are kind of level-headed. What do we think about this team though? Because I liked it a lot more at first, FF Nerd. I don't like this running back room, man. It's okay. You have a lot of them. Rodriguez, Charbonnet, and my team's very similar, so we'll see how it compares. I love Pickens as your 3, Lemon, Pearsall, Hunter, Hurst. Solid room, solid all-around team. This is at least a B. I might say B+ in this team. What do you guys think? I want to hear your guys' grade on this team because we got B- from Derek. I thought at the beginning, I loved the beginning of this draft. Like this was better than my beginning for sure because you got Jacobs. He balanced it out more. It's a good team. B-ish to B+. I'm going to give it that because the tight end room's really good. Quarterback room's pretty solid. Good team. All right, let's go to my squad. I did like this team. We have Jaden Daniels and Kyler Murray at quarterback. We have Bashal Tutin, Kyle Monangai, Blake Corum, Jordan Mason, Alvin Kamara, and Jordan James. Pretty similar running back build. But my receivers, I feel like, are a leg up. Puka, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Juwan Jennings, and Keon Coleman. So we have Mike Evans as our 5, right? Mike Evans as a 5 is bonkers to me. Juwan Jennings and Coleman, those are just kind of throwaway picks. And then Chikakonkwo, TJ Hawkinson, and Pat Freiermuth. I waited at tight ends. I feel like this room is pretty good. Hawkinson and Okonkwo are both stacked. I thought that wasn't enough, so I took Freiermuth. This top 5 is about as good as it gets in PPR. Jennings has correlation with Kyler, and Keon Coleman I'm kind of high on. In terms of running backs, you have Josh Jacobs. That is a leg up for sure. Your top running backs are better. I took 6 for a reason. Jaden Daniels and Kyler Murray. It's. I think 6 running backs is enough. I think this running back room needs to come together. Jordan Mason is a 4. I don't like Jordan Mason in this format is the problem. It's fine. B+ to 8. Great squad from Derek. Appreciate that. I'm not going to grade my own team. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty steady. The PPR aspect of it with these wide receivers, dude, Mike Evans, it's unreal. And it's correlated too. It's all correlated. I didn't really reach for anybody. So solid team. Let's move on to Spurs is in here. Who is Spurs? Can you guys, there's a lot of names to remember, guys. Sometimes I forget actual community members' names. I'm kidding. I don't do that. But I'm like, what is Derek's name again? It's Mr. Free Throw. It's actually Chris Kyle, the American Sniper. Who is Spurs? We're going to read this team. I'm pretty sure I know this name. Patty Mahomes, Tyler Shuck, and Sam Darnold. Henry, Breece Hall, Kyron, Bucky Irving, and Jadarian Price. Price is your 5. This is, okay, it's Anthony here. This running back room is really good. It might be too heavy. I don't know why you took Price. I probably would have just gone Henry, Breece Hall, Kyron, and Bucky Irving personally. JSN, Jamison Williams, Xavier Worthy, Casey Concepcion, Adonai Mitchell, Bernard, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Knoll, and Travis Kelce, and AJ Barner. So tight end room's a little light. Definitely a little light there. Dakota hates the team. Doesn't like the team. Not enough at wide receiver. Always want at least 8. When your 5 is Mike Evans, I think you're good. I think I'm good. What's your grade, Dakota? Dakota's a really hard grader, so I'm curious to see what he thinks. So the wide receiver room's a little thin, but I love the upside of Williams, Worthy, and Concepcion. Adonai Mitchell, upside plays there with JSN as your kind of steady Eddie, elite steady Eddie. Tight end room's a little light. Running back room's a little heavy. You didn't need Jadarian Price. I would have gone with just 4 running backs. It's good. B- because it's too heavy at running back. But other than that, and it's too heavy at running back, it's a little light at wide receiver, and the tight ends are just not good enough. I think B- is pretty fair for this team. The quarterback room's really good, though. 3, you got a lot of correlation there with Seattle, which I do like. So pretty solid all-around team, man. We will go to Mouth Squad, Mouth of the South. Joe Burrow, Fernando Mendoza at quarterback. So it's a little light. Christian McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, Travion Henderson, Rico Dowdle, Keaton Mitchell, and Taj Brooks. So he's hopping on that Taj Brooks train. He does have Joe Burrow. It makes sense there. T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Naylor, Calvin Ridley, Malik Washington, Brock Bowers, Harold Fannin, and Gesicki. Taking Gesicki is a wasted pick. I got to get to Sub-Zero's chat here. What's up, man? Coming back from a midnight viewing of the Odyssey, movie of the fucking year. It's not even a movie. It's a film. 3 excellent hours of peak. I watch Cody Leach on YouTube. If you guys are into like movie reviews, that guy's probably the best in the business. I can't recommend that guy enough. He said the same thing, and I don't agree with everything he says. Obviously, we should never agree with everything anyone says, but I trust his judgment. He said the same thing, and I'm probably going to check out in theaters. I have to. I love Christopher Nolan, so glad to hear that. Glad to see you, Sub-Zero. What's up? So, Mouse team, we have week 6 at quarterback, otherwise okay. So, if Mendoza doesn't play by week 6, which he doesn't, we looked at the schedule. He's probably playing week 8 from the schedule because they're playing like the Broncos. It was the Broncos. It was Seattle. And it was – who was the other team? The Patriots those weeks. That's an issue. I don't like the quarterback room. I don't know why you took Taj Brooks. You have McCaffrey, Williams, Travion, and Rico Dowdle. Ended it there. Or take Keaton Mitchell. It's Taj Brooks is a wasted pick. So I know you're doing it for correlation. Taj Brooks and Mike Gesicki don't make any sense in this team. You don't need them. Brock Bowers and Fannin are elite. I could argue that Fannin is too much with Brock Bowers already. And the wide receiver room shows it. I mean, you have Romeo Doubs as your 3, Jaden Higgins as your 4, Jalen Naylor as your 5. I know we have different builds, but like my team had Mike Evans as a 5. Like Jalen Naylor can't get on board, man. It's too heavy. I got to go C-. The quarterback room is major questions. The running back room is way too deep. And there's 2 unnecessary picks. I love Chris Godwin. I love T. Higgins. Romeo Doubs is not a 3. Jaden Higgins is probably fine as a 4. But, yeah, not a fan. The Gesicki and Brooks picks are just unnecessary. Those need to be wide receivers. 7 receivers with that team in PPR. If this was half PPR, I'd like it more. It's not a D+. This is not a D+ mouth. But I'll roll the clip for you. It's not a D+.
Looks good to me.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Hey,
sorry. Pardon me. Can I just check this out? D+. Oh my God. I passed. I passed. Oh man. I got a D+. I'm gonna graduate. I wish we'd known each other. This is a little awkward.
Dude, you had Cody Leach in your channel, bro? I love Cody, man. He's a dude. I would love to hang out with that dude. That's a guy opposite of Smitty. I would love to chill and just talk movies and just talk life with Cody because he's a great dude. Hector says, team is still better than mine. We're going to see. We got to go to J Squad here. Drake May, Baker Mayfield at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Devin Achane, Chuba Hubbard, JCM, Tank Bigsby, Sean Tucker, Katron Allen. This is really heavy at running back. Ibuka, Luther Burden, Christian Watson, Jordan Addison, McMillan, Flournoy, Elijah Surratt, Kyle Pitts, and Cade Otton. So a little light at tight end. I don't hate that. I don't know why you took 7 running backs. Like JT and Achane and Chuba, like those are 2 RB1s in full PPR, elite options. Chuba Hubbard is going to be an RB top 15 running back to start the year. JCM ended at Bigsby. If you end this at Bigsby, Sean Tucker and Katron Allen offer nothing in PPR and nothing in general. And you're lacking at some other receiver rooms actually okay. Like, dude, this receiver room's actually fine. Jordan Addison, Jalen McMillan. What's the quarterbacks here? Drake May and Baker. Dude, it's actually going to grade out okay. It's just the build's bad. This is like a D build, but I'm going to give this like a C+. Because I think this team, Christian Watson, Burden, Ibuka, Addison, McMillan, you got stacks. The build is, if this was a better build, man, this would be an A- to a B+ team. If you just had some more firepower there at wide receiver. So you made some good picks. I just don't, Sean Tucker and Katron Allen will never see your lineup. Like Sean Tucker needs 2 injuries to see your lineup, and Katron Allen might need 2 injuries to see your lineup. So it's close, though. I mean, it's close to being a really good team, Jay. Derek's squad, the American Sniper. Let's see what he has here. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, and Deshaun Watson at quarterback. Chase Brown, Travis Etienne, David Montgomery, Isaiah Pacheco, Dylan Sampson. So I want to talk to Sampson. Super nice running back room, dude. This is a pretty much perfection at the running back room. Perfectly built, just enough involved in it, invested in it. Like it. CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle, Josh Downs, Wandale, Jalen Coker, Jerry Jeudy, Tank Dell, and Torrey Horton with Tyler Warren and Bretton Strange. Man, I'm pretty bullish on this team, actually. I don't love the receivers. But like I said, the running back room's great. Quarterback room, you have 3 of them. Well, you have 2.5 because one of them likes hand jobs too much. The running back room I just love. I love this running back room. I like Lamb and Waddle. I just wish that Downs, Wandale. I do love Coker, Jerry Jeudy, Tank Dell. B to B minus. I think it's lacking some wide receiver firepower, but I love the tight end room. Came together pretty nicely. Again, it's not. I expect more from you, Derek, because you're the GOAT. You are Chris Kyle, the American Sniper. But thank you, K-Space, for driving up the likes. Appreciate that, man. Let's go on. Give us your grade. We have a lot of B's in here. We have Hetter's squad here, and then Bryson last. Josh Allen, Jordan Love at quarterback, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Algier, Ray Davis, Marshawn Lloyd, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Quentin Johnson, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed, Debo Samuel, with Dalton Kincaid, Gunnar Hellman, Terrence Ferguson. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's too heavy at running back. You have 6 of those. Too heavy at running back. It's probably stop it at Ray Davis, maybe even Algier, but Lloyd just made no sense. I want more at wide receiver. Although I like the receivers you took: Marvin, John, QJ, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Shaheed. Debo has some upside there, but you're definitely weak at wide receiver. I got to go C minus, dude, on the squad. Maybe D plus. I like the quarterback room. It's fine. It should be a lot. It could have been a lot better. Build problems there. Let's go to the last team here in Bryson. Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart, Bryce Young, and Aaron Rodgers. This is a lot at quarterback. Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, J.K. Dobbins, Tyrone Tracy, Ladd McConkey, Ted McMillan, Jordan Tyson, Parker Washington, Trey Harris, Deshaun Stribling, Pat Bryant, Tucker Kraft, Isaiah Likely, and Aronde Gaston. So this is really heavy. There's seven quarterbacks and tight ends in this team. I wish you had one more running back. I wish you had more at the wide receiver position. You have a lot of like high variance players. Harris, Stribling, and Pat Bryant. I don't like the build, man. Bryson, I don't like the build. This is similar to Hetzer's team. I like the players. I just don't know why Aaron Rodgers is on this team. You could argue I don't know why Bryce Young is on this team. Bryce Young is fine because Jackson Dart's injury history. But this needs to be a 5 running back team. This probably needs to be a 2 tight end team. Tucker Kraft and Isaiah Likely. I would end it at 2, and I would have ended the quarterbacks at 2 or 3, and then you would be really, really, really cooking on the squad. So it's I don't even incomplete grade, maybe a C minus. The build is way worse than the team. Like the build's really rough. It's hard to get past that, but you have a great quarterback room and a really good tight end room. It definitely took some quarterback value away. I don't know. Maybe he got auto drafted a couple times. I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers, you know what it was? I think Aaron Rodgers, look at the value on Aaron Rodgers, pick 205. Sometimes we value chase a little bit, and it's a great pick if you had 2 quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, 205. Fucking smash this shit all day. At 4, it's tough. Yeah. Guys, it's tough to grade teams on the stream because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, I'm trying to get all your guys' support. And, I did have a D-plus team 2 nights ago. Remember that? I graded my team a D-plus. That was when I waited at tight end. I ended with Gesicki as my 2. What was it? It was Kelsey, Gesicki, and Evan Ingram. That was my tight end room, and that was a fucking D-plus, brother. That was picking from the 1 hole, which sometimes tight end does fall. All right, we did not meet any goals. We did not even get any subs, but if you guys want to do another draft, we have 25 people in here. I'm not going to disappoint you guys. We're going on 4 – we're over 4 hours on the night so far, which is wild to have 1 sub. No Patreon members. We got definitely a lot of supers in the first stream, the segment, but if if you guys want to do another one, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you guys want to do another one, we will do another PPR draft. It does help that I'm drafting some banger teams. I'm just thinking in my head, man, I have 40 redrafts I'm doing starting August 19th. I'm still going to be doing some best ball drafts and also going to be doing my normal 4 nights a week of segments, maybe more at that point because the draft season's going on. I'm going to be live about 7 hours a day for that stretch. That 18-day stretch, 7 hours a day. But that's that. This is what I signed up for. I fucking love hanging out with you guys. I never want to get off, honestly. Maybe in the future, in like 2029, I'm just going to stream my life, which isn't that exciting. But I will just stream myself taking shits and taking showers and walking my dogs. But it's going to have to be 7 hours, K-Space, because I have 2 or 3 redrafts per day I have to do. Because I'm trying to consolidate them as after week 3 of the preseason. I'm still going to do a best ball draft here or there for you guys that want to do that. Also, my segments are 2 hours long. So, like, the days I have 3 drafts, they're an hour and 20 minutes on Fantrax, the public leagues. We stay and do draft grades and talk about the teams because people want to see the draft board after it's done. And then we also do, there's usually a 30-minute gap before the next draft. So I'm just going to stay on for 7 straight hours. We're also going to do a 12-hour straight stream probably before that, maybe like mid-August with all the co-hosts coming on. We'll have 12 different people on. I'll have a co-host on for an hour at a time. I'll stay on for the whole 12 hours and get fucking hammered. It's going to be great. I know ESPN used to do 24 straight hours, but they had a bunch of different people. I'm going to be on the whole fucking thing. Can't wait to do a 12-hour stream. Maybe that'll give me some notoriety in the community. But, all right, let's do another PPR, guys. Yeah, dude, playing video games 7 hours is similar. I mean, because you got to focus on the game and talking. But let's – all right. Well, it's just my wife, which she's pretty hot. I mean, she's getting up there in age. She's 36. I mean, she doesn't look like she's 36, but, 36 is that kind of boring age. Also, good call, Dakota. Like I said, I'm trying to get people to join. We need more support in the community. Also, it is the place to be. You see all these names in here every night. A lot of these guys are community members. We have 1 spot left. You guys love best ball. 1 spot left in the community best ball league. It's a $50 league on Sleeper. It's going to be deep, though. We're adding a flex spot, and it's going to be 24 rounds. All the leagues, the community leagues, the redrafts, the best ball are league safe. So you don't have to worry about Venmoing me. It's all league safe. $50 for the best ball. The redrafts are all $100. I'll add as many redrafts as you guys want to play. I'm going to play in all of them. Mouth is commission 1. I'm going to commission the rest of them. So we should all try to get those filled. So come play with us. That means 2 things. Play leagues with us. You get access to the bets. If you want to come on the show as a guest, we love having. We're very community friendly here. We want cool people too, and I think most of you guys are pretty cool. So let's do it. Let's do another full PPR. That's probably got to be it for me, though. We don't want to go 6 hours tonight. I mean, I might, but appreciate. I missed Derek's super, didn't I? Let's fucking draft. All right. Who's in? I am 88. My wife is 36. I'm 38. Thank you for thinking I was younger. But yeah, I'm 38. I'm going to be 39. I'm on the weight loss journey trying to. Drinking and chugging beers doesn't help. But I had some pretty bad blood work come back a couple days ago. So I have to stop grilling. I'm taking a month off of eating shitty foods. I've been eating Pop-Tarts at fucking 3 in the morning for the last year. It's probably not a good fucking life choice. Don't do that, guys, because your blood work will come back terrible. Let's get in the PPR Frenchie. So I'm going to count it down for you guys. We'll do 5, starting at 5, and then let's all join up together. So hopefully you guys are ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. I'm going to give it a 1-second delay. Here we go. Look at that. Another full fucking room. All right. Man, I'm going to have to make tomorrow a short show or something. One of these days. Hey, another sub. There we go. There's 2. 2 on the night. Let's take it. Actually, my liver wasn't bad, surprisingly. It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been. Because I've been drinking and partying pretty heavily for quite a long time. You know what? Life is short, but you got to balance it, man. I want to be here a long time. I want to have a good time, but I want to have a good time for a long time. So the word is moderation, boys. And moderation's huge. We need to all try to live by that. And, you know, sometimes you got to sacrifice some in the short term. I'm right there with you, FF nerd. I didn't have a fatty liver, but the cholesterol was up. Makes sense, though. I ate a lot of fucking shitty foods, and I love to grill, and I love my problem is portion control, guys. That's with everything in life. My discipline is not what it should be, and I think discipline is something that you acquire in time, hopefully, right? It's like DK Metcalf should have acquired being able to, like, beat zone coverage. Just hasn't happened, so hopefully I don't turn into DK Metcalf with my, like, eating habits and shit. Hey, we're at the 6th spot here. Anyways, thank you, Dakota, for the super and trying to get people in the community. I appreciate all you fucking guys more than you know. Let me share this thing. If you guys are interested, you can always ask any question to any of the community members. They will answer. They've been in there for a long time since the stream started. So, oh shit, I just fucked shit up here. My view is all messed up. Anyways, if you are interested, go to the website, professionalfanatics.com. Go to the link in the description. Offering a lot of good stuff here. $5 a month gets you in, honestly. $10 a month gets you almost everything. $22 a month gets you, like, the full everything. Me at your disposal 24/7. You can come on the show, but $10 a month is plenty. That is what most people are in, besides the real fanatics that really believe what I'm doing. And again, all you guys know who you are. Dakota, you're the shit. Mouth, you're the shit. Hector, you're the shit. You know, you guys are all the shit. So would love to have you consider it. Even for considering it, guys, I do appreciate it. And also just tuning in, liking the video. That's huge, man. That is huge. We're picking at the 6 hole here. Keith at 1. Keith is at 1 again. Dakota's at 2 again. This is the same start. Those 3 guys started 1, 2, and 3. I have 6. Connor's in here. What's up, Connor? Speaking of Patreon members, what up, buddy? We have Derek at 11 and Hetzer at 12. All right. Yeah, you know we're always on, Connor. We're approaching 4 hours and 20 minutes maybe. How long was the first stream? I am up. We're going to take CMC and full PPR. First stream was 2 hours and 20 minutes. So we're at 4 hours and 20. By the way, if you're a smoker out there, we're at 4 hours and 20 minutes in the stream. So fucking toke it up, man. Toke it up. Dakota, 3:30 there, my weekend of shots. It is Friday night, but yeah, it's, again, moderation, right? As you guys know, I struggle with that on the streams as well. I also just have a fucking great time hanging out with you guys. So, like, and I love drafting. Connor at 3:40. I love drafting. So I'm in the central time zone, so it's only 2:34 here. I typically start every night at 10, and I expect to not lay down until 3:30 roughly, because I take my dogs out. I eat Pop-Tarts. Apparently, I stopped doing that. But I also, I try to do a little bit of work too. I try to just get something set up for the next day's stream, whether it's watch some film, whether it's set up the segment, load some things in the computer, or just take some notes, do something. So I do my best work after doing 4 hours in the stream, which is wild. You think my brain would be shot? It is weird. It's like when you're really hammered and you lay down, and when you finally let everything settle down, then you're like, holy fuck. But if it's half PPR, I'm taking Nico over Rice for sure. Full PPR, it's closer. I'm still taking Nico, though. Nico's just so much safer, you know. I think Rice probably has more upside per game, but we've never seen a full season for Rasheed Rice. We are up next. Shit. So I'm going to take Hampton. I don't like Amarian Hampton, but I like him more in full PPR than half. Don't have a lot of Hampton, so might as well take some shares of him. It was him or A-Chain. A-Chain's still available, too, in full PPR, which is wild. That's a gift there at pick 20. Now we got to figure out what we're doing here. Probably be receiver. Fine with all of these dudes. All right. I have 9 guys in the queue, 8 picks up. Probably going to skip out on draft grades after this one, guys. I know it sucks. Some of you guys did not have the best teams earlier, and you're probably going to have a great team now and be like, Rob, what the fuck? But we're definitely going to hit about 5 hours here, so I need to stop it after this draft. But tomorrow night, probably 10:30 p.m. Central tomorrow night, me and Big Ray are going to hit a couple drafts. That'll be a fun time. And then Sunday, Mr. Mike Storey is coming on. We are doing our handcuff ranking. So all the running back handcuffs, I have a tier list set up with like 23 handcuffs. I'm not counting Blake Corum as a handcuff or Kyle Manogue guy. We're going to go to the actual handcuffs that are guys you get with round 14, round 15, round 16 of your drafts, and specifically redraft, right? That's where we're looking for the handcuffs. And we're going to do a tier list on Sunday, 10 p.m. Central. So look forward to that show. It'll be a great segment. We have yet to do a tier list on the show. So looking forward to that for sure. Whoa, Hetzer with London and Brown. You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it in the PPR. Derrick Henry falls to Super Beast. That's a nice start from Super Beast right there. Gibbs, Breece Hall, and Derrick Henry. And the running backs are, oof, man, we could go. I might do the same thing. I got options here. There goes. I was going to take Jeremiah Love if he fell. Probably best he didn't fall to me. I didn't want to go 3 straight. So we're just going to take a safe option in Chris Olave. Don't love Chris Olave this year. I loved him last year. I think part of it is the disconnect of like, I had Chris Olave out of 36 leagues. I think I had 14 shares of Olave in redraft in the fucking 6th and 7th round. I think it was 7th round for Olave. 6th round was George Pickens. And like, I knew he was going to smash last year. Not to that degree. It's like now I got to spend a mid-3rd round pick on the guy. And now they just brought in competition with Jordan Tyson. Not saying it's competition, but more target competition. Kind of, that's kind of a gambler's fallacy to be like, well, I don't like the value there. Where like Javonte Williams is a guy I had everywhere last year too. I'm more on board with taking Javonte Williams where he's going based on last year's numbers because the position he plays and the fact that they didn't do anything to address the running back room there in Dallas. So give me Javonte Williams at cost. I'm fading Chris Olave. In full PPR, I'm a little more about Chris Olave. But in these normal underdog drafts, dude, he's going in the same spot, pick 30, and like his value is 100 catches. That's his value. It's not really touchdowns. He had 8 last year, I think. A little fluky for the type of player Chris Olave is, and the fact that Tyler Shuck has a 19.5 over under for his touchdown passing prop. I love Hetzer. I'm digging this, brother. Drake London, A.J. Brown, Ted McMillan, and Garrett Wilson for him. That's a nice start, dude. That is a nice start. All right. There goes Neighbors off the board. I would have considered taking Neighbors there. You kind of saved me, buddy. Kind of saved me a little bit. Oh, I wanted ETN. So let's shit. I'm gonna take Jacob. No, I'm gonna take Waddle. I gotta build up this wide receiver. I can't fall behind a wide receiver too much. The first 2 teams I drafted were bonkers. Really good. This one just does not have that same feel to it. We'll see. I'm just not a fan of Olave and Waddle. They're fine there. Just not players I particularly draft a lot of, and didn't get. I was getting value falling to me left and right. Just not happening here. I kind of wish I had taken Zay Flowers to take Lamar. That would have been cool. Now I have the shitty options of like. Now I can take Brock Purdy. I can make this a Brock Purdy team. But it's going to be Tyler Shuck and Bo Nix with early correlation that I have. Could take Justin Herbert as well with Marion Hampton. So we have some options. Not ideal options, though. I think we're just going to keep pounding. Let's keep on pounding wide receiver. I think that's the play here. There goes Montgomery.
anything.
Okay, they were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what?
Damn it,
Bonnie. Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
You don't want to be left out of the finale, guys. All right. We have... Ooh, this would be a decent option. There's a couple options at running back I would not hate. I really wish I took Zay Flowers because I could have had Lamar. You know, I think Lamar would fall back, but we'll see. Keith got auto picks 4 and 5. Tate's fine. Tate's fine there. Hetzer does love Tate. I believe he loves Tate. So, big question here. Do I go with a third running back? I'm not going to. This dude, if he takes my guy, I'm going to be fucking bummed out here. Beast, as long as you don't take another running back, it's not necessarily a wasted pick. If you can you end this at 4 running backs, there's no bye issues there, right? 10, let's see, it's 13. So you have Breece Hall and Derrick Henry, same bye. Just roll this with 4 running backs, man, and you can make this team work. You're going to have a lot to play with at wide receiver. You can make this a 3. You can wait at quarterback and tight end, make it a 3 tight end, 3 quarterback team, smash wide receivers the next 5 rounds, you can make this work, man. Now, if you take a 5th running back, I wouldn't be scared off from the week 13 buys, right? Man, I think David Montgomery is going to have 40 receptions. It's not that they're going to be trailing; it's the fact that C.J. Stroud will dump the ball down. Last year he didn't because they didn't have. He had no protection. I think he's gonna have it this year. I think he gets 40 receptions. I mean, we saw David Montgomery eclipse 37 receptions on the Lions. Different situation, I get it, but dude, I'm loving David Montgomery this year. I know I like him more in half PPR than full, but I see 40 catches for David Montgomery for sure. I know that's not awesome, but he's gonna be out there a lot. He's gonna be playing third downs. You think they trust Woody Marks to pass protect? No way. David Montgomery's got a major chip on his shoulder, dude. He has a lot of juice in his legs, man. He's been getting 190 touches a year, 200 touches a year. I'm super bullish on David Montgomery, so I don't like the 4 running backs in a row, obviously, but I got no issues with it, man. Dude, Lamar is still there? The fuck? That's wild. It's really fucking wild. Okay. There goes Lamar right before me. So this just sucks. This is cum, dude. This is the worst. I can't take any of these guys. I'm going to have to take... I hate this. This team sucks. As good as the last couple were, this team's dog shit, man. Fuck, Lamar almost fell back to me. What up, Connor? How you doing? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. That just got us another chug-a-lug. Let's do it. This will be the 4th chug here of the night. It's been a long night. Long night. Here we go. Oh, hey-o. Yeah, dude, Lamar there with Zay Flowers. This team is nuts. I should have taken Zay Flowers. I would have taken Lamar where I took Christian Watson, but you know, things happen. We're gonna have to. I mean, shit. I'll just take an unstacked player here if I have to, and just play for the best team I can get. Because if Noah pulls this off, man, and doesn't drop the ball, he's probably going to be one of the two teams. Lamar at the 606, dude. There goes Jaden Daniels. That would have been great. So we got something cooking here. It's not great, but God, running backs are gone too. We'll just give Noah an A grade now. We're not doing draft grades after this one, guys. We're going to be at 5 hours by the time this draft's over. I need to eat some fruit. I'm going to eat fruit, not Pop-Tarts. We'll just dive into a Green Bay build, I guess. I really hope I don't get sniped on Jordan Love. Quarterbacks are falling here. I should have no issue getting Jordan Love super late. And then we have an option for Shuck, for Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers, I suppose. We need receivers. We need them bad. Also, running backs. Hurts is still available way after ADP, dude. Well, there wasn't much left there for him. I don't have any issues with the QJ pick. I want QJ over Sutton. I want QJ over Pearsall. I want QJ over Jaden Reed, over Worthy. He couldn't take a running back. He could have taken a tight end, but I took Tucker Kraft. That's probably who he was going to go for. You could have made the argument that he should have just doubled up and taken. No, he couldn't take a quarterback there. He has Lamar, so really had no choice in taking Quentin Johnson. I don't hate it. Who would you have taken ahead of Quentin Johnson? I like Heter Squad right now. I am not a Ladd McConkey guy at all. So, been a defender of Quentin Johnson. I hated it. I hate him as a rookie. Like, I had him at wide receiver 7 in terms of like the draft class, which actually might have been wrong now. I was gloating on that for a year, but he's actually kind of panned out a little bit. But I've been buying in on him, especially in best ball the last 2 years, and it's been awesome. And the price is a little steep now, based on the fact he was going 105 earlier in the draft season. Now he's going pretty fairly, though. I mean, Ladd McConkey will definitely outscore Quentin Johnson in full PPR. I'm not saying that, but Quentin Johnson has more value. He's going to catch 8 touchdowns. That's all the guy does. That's what he's done the last 2 years, right? 8 touchdowns. There goes Addison. Okay. We're going to see here. I'll take QJ over Sutton. I mean, they're both in similar situations, right? They're both the 2. They're kind of like the same player, you know? My issue with Sutton, and I do like drafting Sutton specifically in normal underdog in the half PPR just because of touchdowns, is the defense is so good in Denver. And, like, the passing volume, Bo Nix is a scrambler. Like, the passing volume is just not going to be there. He's going to live on efficiency and, like, 8 or 9 touchdowns is kind of what he does. And I like Bo Nix, but I love Justin Herbert. Like, I am confident that Justin Herbert's an elite top 5 in terms of tools in the tool bag, top 7, top 8 quarterback. I'm not throwing Bo Nix in there yet. Bo Nix is erratic, man. So inconsistent, right? Give me Quentin Johnson over Courtland Sutton. It's close though. I wouldn't like say you're crazy to say what you're saying. I think we're all going to take some unstacked quarterbacks because quarterbacks are falling. We have Mahomes still available. Man, we might just take another running back here and say fuck it. I want to take Laporta, but I already have Tucker Kraft, so I won't be doing that. There goes Brock Purdy. There goes Mahomie off the board. Jonathan Brooks off the board. we shoot for upside here, or I mean, these guys are both upside plays. Two really good options at running back. Let's take. I think Monungai has a higher floor of a pass catcher. We'll take Monungai. It pains me to pass on Blake Corum. I have a lot of Blake Corum shares, not quite as high. I probably have 12% Monungai, so I am, ahead of consensus on Monungai. But we're pretty much done. And then they have the same buy. I'm not too worried about that. We'll take one more running back late and end it there with 5 running backs. Seems pretty fair. So, all right, so we need this pick for sure. And then where's Bo at? So the one hole, Keith does not have. Keith, you saved this team, man. Like Tate, Godwin, Downs, Wandale, and Concepcion. Not a bad wide receiver room. Nice pass catching floor there for all those guys. And Concepcion's a nice X factor. So I think you saved this a little bit. I'm glad you didn't reach on a quarterback or a tight end. You had to play the late strategy with those positions. So we have 2, 1, 2, 2, 0. I think. Hetzer, I do like your team, man. I do like it. It's pretty solid, bro. I'm going to push this a bit. Might be risky. Oh, man, there goes Jared Goff. All right. I got to take the most correlated player. I'm going to take Jordan Love. I really wanted to go Bo Nix and hope Jordan Love fell back. There's still a chance Bo Nix falls back. I feel like I had more of a chance for Love to fall back, but I can't risk it. I got Kraft and Watson. The only chance this team has, there's some good teams in this lobby. Only chance this team has is if the Packers have a top 8 offense, and that's probably a stretch. So Bo Nix is probably going to be gone. We'll see. I could see, Keith will probably take Baker. Oh, Baker's already gone. Never mind. I stand corrected. Take him. We'll take him. We have, don't hate that pick. All right. Bo Nix is gone. What the hell? Dakota took his 3rd quarterback. I know it was good value. I think that's a little too much a quarterback there. Do you have a correlation with – wow. Must have been an auto draft or something. George Kittle's still available. He's not going to be anymore. Oh, I didn't know K-Space. So K-Space has Baker. What's up, man? I know you're in this draft. Kittle, Aaron Jones. Nice pick with Kittle. I figured he wouldn't fall back to me. Give me a second, Derek. I have to figure out this pick here. I have 2 options. 2 options here. Man. So I have. Let's do this. I need more at receiver. I'm going to take Coker. I was really tempted to take Malik Willis. I need to have more Malik Willis in my life. DJ Moore got sniped from K-Space. Derek says, thoughts on my team. Where's Derek at? All the way on the other side of the board. Let me look at it on my phone here, and I get the full scope here. So you have Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray. 15 picks after ADP for Jalen Hurts. You need Dallas Goedert in this team for sure. Genty, Kyron, Tony Pollard, JJ, T. Higgins, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, Matthew Golden, Stephon Diggs. Well, I know why you're asking that because you have a lot of my guys. Like obviously, just Marvin. My love of Marvin Harrison this year. I love Golden. It's a good team, man. You got to clean it up at tight end, and you got your Dallas Goedert right at ADP. That just made the team. Running backs are a little light right now, but it's PPR. I think you could figure it out. All right. Not a bad team, man. We would consider taking, I don't know who the second quarterback's going to be. There goes Malik Willis. We could take another running back. One more here. All right. We got 3 players in the queue. 1 guy ahead of me. We're digging this. There goes Mark Andrews. Let's pop in Shaheed. FF Nerd, thoughts on my team at 3. Let me see here. Just pull it up. I'll put the thing up so you guys can see it. Rock's in here. Bijan, Warren, and Aaron Jones at running back. You have Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Nico, Rashee Rice, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Parker Washington, Travis Kelce. So stacked up with the Chiefs. Parker Washington. I like the PPR running backs, dude. Bijan, Warren, and Aaron Jones. Pretty solid. Not quite the team you had last time. You know what? This team actually might grade out better. Like I said, I didn't like your second half you had last time, FF. The start was better last time. But this team could actually come together better, honestly. It's a pretty good team. It's more balanced, and I don't love Aaron Jones as your 3, but this is in the format, man. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. We could now take this dude. Where's someone? Did someone take Bryce Young? Jesus, man. Bryce Young's already gone? I can't take fucking Darnold. This is going to be a garbage-ass fucking garbage quarterback room. Oh, shit. All right. Well, we're really relying on Jordan Love, which is just not ideal. Not ideal. All right. I can save this fucker. I can save it. Let's go. Let's go. Isaiah Pacheco. Rhyme, too. Great stuff.
Very cute.
Oh,
What's his name?
It's Kwame.
Kwame. Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, any of you guys want ginger ale?
Get the fuck out.
Well, it's time we start drafting a quarterback, and we don't have a lot of correlation. So, who do I even have, dude? Like, I can take fucking Aaron Rodgers, who I don't want to take. I can't take Sam Darnold because he has the same bye as Jordan Love. I'll take him now if he falls, and I'll just take a third quarterback. There goes Hawkinson and Samson. This has got to be Derek, American Sniper. Samson and Hawkinson, take one. Don't take them both, brother.
I want to talk to Samson. Climb her to the moon like that bitch Alice Crane.
Derek, what is your Hawkinson exposure right now? Because it's got to be climbing. I think all of ours is climbing because we don't leave a draft without the guy. I liked it better before I talked him up and I got all the shares of Hawkinson, and now it's just like, I guess it's fine because other than that, I'll have 50% on Hawk. But I'm fine with taking him everywhere. I guess we're going to end up having... All right. It's going to be a rough week 11. I'm going to have to take Sam Darnold here. Not great. And I can't even pair up my tight end with him now. I could take Torrey Horton, though. Late. So we'll take Sam Darnold and have to take a third quarterback. I'm probably going to do that anyway with this team. So don't like having 2 quarterbacks with the same bye. But again, we're taking 3 quarterbacks in this team anyway. The team is okay. It's Jordan Love and Sam Darnold at quarterback. McCaffrey, Hampton, RJ Harvey, Monungai, Pacheco. Again, guys, this is a full PPR draft. Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Jalen Coker, Shaheed, and Tucker Kraft. Those receivers just seem so blah to me. Olave, Waddle, Watson, DK, Coker, Shaheed. Doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a lot for me, man, honestly. This is like a fucking average-ass team. The first 2, I fucking love those teams, though. Those were some of the better teams that I drafted in at least a couple days in the stream. But sometimes, we have, 7 of us in here right now, so it's hard to get great teams when you get snipers out there and people that just don't let value fall. Dude, I kind of dig this weird team that Keith's building at 1. I mean, he did the right thing. He took 6 receivers in a row. Now he definitely shored up his quarterback room, waiting that long. Shuck, Cam Ward, Daniel Jones, AJ Barner, Dalton Schultz. So it's not bad, bro. I don't think the stacks are there. Daniel Jones is stacked up. Cam Ward is stacked up. All right. I can get on board, man. I get on board with that shit. I mean, guess we'll do that. Happens. Done at running back. We need another receiver, or a tight end for sure. It looks pretty gross right now out there. I don't think I can wait any longer, but CJ Stroud's just staring at me. He should not be on the board. So we'll just take CJ Stroud. Don't love him in best ball. Don't love him in fantasy in general. No correlation. Just, what was that, 174, so 30 picks after ADP. Let's just play the ADP game, take him. Decent quarterback room, I suppose. Not ideal, but we'll take it. And then after this draft, guys, I'm getting off. We're at 5 hours almost. We're at 4 hours and 50 minutes currently tonight. But those of you in the community in the Discord, just send me your teams if you want me to give you a grade, or put it in the rate your lineup tab, and then we can have other people look at it as well. And we'll figure out who won this draft and who had a good team, who had a bad team, etc. I'll take a look at that after I eat a little bit of food and take my dogs out. My dogs are going to kill me right now. I actually didn't even let them out in between streams. The 10-minute, it was like a 7-minute break. I just wanted to set it up, and my piss took a minute, so didn't have time. Yeah, Dallas, we're still on here, man. Be a 5-hour night. All good, brother. We love what we do. Like I said, my life's a vacation because I love my occupation. Dakota is loving his draft. I'm going to have to check that out for him in a second. Hetzer, I do like your team. What I've seen from your team, I do like it. Your quarterback room is iffy, but you took both of them. That's fine. Early on Bryce Young, though. The fact that you took Bryce Young 3 rounds ahead of where I took CJ Stroud is not great. Derek might have just got auto-drafted. Might have happened to him. Was it the Sadiq pick? Dude, Sadiq is way, way late. That's fine. You needed another tight end anyway, brother. I mean, maybe, Hetzer, I get what you're saying. If you don't reach, you get Fox. But, like, look where the quarterbacks all went. I mean, I don't think – I had Coker. Like, there's no one else to stack with Bryce Young. So who's really going to take Bryce Young ahead of ADP? You took him at pick 133, man. Nope. You could have definitely got him at pick 156. I could have guaranteed you that. 156 is his ADP. That's an issue. I feel like you gave up a lot of value there. For sure. You took him ahead of Malik Willis, ahead of Cam Ward, ahead of Daniel Jones. I don't know if I was, man. It would have been 160. It would have been 150 for me. Pick 150. I don't know. I don't know if I was. Okay, maybe I did say that. My bad. Well, you know what? I think I did. I'm drunk, bro. I've been on 5 hours. My bad. Actually, not my bad, because I would have fucking taken them. That being said, you should never be, even if I would have, your team could have worked out. What do you have? Ted McMillan? Like, you have other guys to stack, man. Well, we're not doing draft grades after this, but I would have dinged you a little bit for that reach on Bryce Young. Even though I'm actually higher on Bryce Young than the community, I think, just based on his ADP. And, you know, I think they have a really tough schedule, which you might think is a bad thing. I don't, because they're going to be playing from behind a lot. 6.5 win total. We have one last guy to take here to make this team work. Receiver room is probably not a fucking enough, dude. I actually have to go receiver here. I can't do anything else. We're going to take Thornton. I just realized I only had 6 receivers, and last draft my receivers were bonkers where I could have gone with 6, but I need another receiver. We'll see if a tight end falls back. Probably won't. I'm not just going to take any tight end. So, yeah, I guess we're rolling with Dulcich and Tucker Kraft. It's just not. It would have been heavy with the guy I wanted to take. Be a little light now. Yeah, dude, Geno or Brissett, you know. No, I see your issue there. I would have just taken Malik Willis there, bro, and said screw the stack, because Malik Willis does not need to be stacked. And you also can't really stack Malik Willis unless you take Greg Dulcich and Jalen Tolbert, or Devin Achane, obviously. But it's not – of all the quarterbacks, like Lamar doesn't need to be stacked as much. Josh Allen doesn't need to be stacked as much. Jaden, you know, the guys that get a lot of value from their legs. Literally – Malik Willis, there's no value in even really stacking him. Like, I would never reach for the stack. I'll take Dulcich for them. But he's going to have, 40% of his production through his fucking legs, in my mind, this year. It's going to be some crazy number. Is this enough at receiver? 7 receivers. It's a little light, but DK is my 4, Coker's my 5, Shaheed's my 6. Okay, so let's put one more guy in the queue. Is this team stacked up enough? So Jordan Love is double stacked. Sam Darnold is single stacked. CJ Stroud has no stacks. I'm not going to stack my 3rd quarterback. We're light at tight end right now. So it's either going to be, let's see. There goes Freiermuth. You son of a bitch. Nice pick. He should not have been there. We're going to keep on stacking. What's our wide receiver 11 correlation? We have 2 guys. We're going to take Torrey Horton and make this kind of a Sam Darnold team. So, yeah, Hetzer, I love your team, man. I'm just giving you shit about reaching on Bryce Young. I know you're definitely – I was going to say you're tipsy. You're fucking drunk, which I love. You know, me, like, hats off. It's Friday night, bro. Like, hell yeah. Just reach on him a little bit. Just a little bit, Hetzer. I'm giving you some shit. That's fine. You can give me shit. I do like your team, Hetzer. I mean, the start of this draft, London, Brown, McMillan, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I think you should have taken Geno, personally. I'm still on. I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking with you. Guys, yeah, post your shit. Post your teams to the Discord after this. I'll get to them either tonight or tomorrow morning, which I'll probably be sleeping until fucking 10:30 tomorrow. I need some sleep. And I will review your teams. Make sure you can DM them to me or just put them in the general chat. Put them in the rate your lineup chat, rate your lineup tab, and then we will get to them. I will get to them tomorrow. Other people will get to them as well. So, hell yeah, guys! We had 5 hours. We're about to be 5 hours. We're 5 minutes away from 5 hours on the stream. So, hell of a night as always. Hell of a Friday night. Tomorrow night, it's going to be 10:30 p.m. Central. Me and Big Ray, Meat Sweats. Let's see what Meat Sweats is doing. I think I have a video queued up just for Ray. Here we go. Here's Ray.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Big Ray's a doctor, and any MCL injury, you just ask him. He'll tell you all about it. 10:30 tomorrow with Big Ray. That's Central Time, PM. Sunday, like I said, Mike Storey is coming on for just a 2-hour segment. It's going to be running back handcuff ranks. This is more of a redraft segment. I have a tier maker set up, 23 different handcuffs. Me and him are going to talk about that and kind of see which guys we know, which guys we know are the handcuffs, which guys we trust, which guys are league winners, which guys you shouldn't bother with, all those things. And then next week's up in the air. I know Keith, my dude Keith, is going to come on here, and we're going to draft some teams sometime during the week. So I got to get in touch with him after this, probably in the morning, Keith, or maybe tonight. We'll see. I'll probably be up. We'll figure out what day, and then we'll be drafting teams next week. We'll have a bunch of segments next week. We're heating up, guys. We've been heating up since fucking March, but we've been really heating up the last 2 months. But we have 6 or 7 weeks till the season starts. So it's gonna be a great time. Super excited for football to come. Watching some preseason stuff soon. Let's see. Any comments I missed here? Anyone? Again, appreciate everyone's support. All the supers. Really nice night. We had like $100 of supers. Much appreciated to everybody. Anyone interested again in joining the community? Shout out to just go to the Patreon, look at the free tier, and just fucking look at my emails listed on there. Shoot me a line, dude. We'll talk. Early in the season too. I just want to get people in there to see what it's about, and usually people do stay. So if you're interested in it, I appreciate you guys even considering it. It's a great community. It is the place to be. It is the place to be. A lot of awesome perks. Where's it at? There it is. It's the place.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place to be. The place to be. Yes.
Great streams, great times. A Big Boo with Baker. That is going to be nice. Dallas says drink a Red Bull and vodka all nighter. I can't because I don't get any days off, man. I rock this show 7 days a week. So I also have a wife, dogs. I have a lot of other hobbies. I'm a drummer. I'm a golfer, and I like to get at least 6 hours of sleep a night when I can. Also, I got to go tug one out too. That always helps me go to sleep. So appreciate everybody. Great night. Thank you for the supers. Derek, you're the man. Hetzer, you're the man. Make sure you don't sleep on your stomach, Hetzer. No, don't sleep on your back because that's the dangerous one. I learned that from Breaking Bad and a lot of other movies. So, post your shit in the Discord. Thank you, Noah, for the kind words. Appreciate you. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I am out.
You just seem like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you wanted to grab a beer, that's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what? Nothing. Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?